Sega! It's Sega! Sega Camp Game!
Here's Ted.
Nice!
Oh, by the way, here's what better than one dab? Dab!
Nice! Yeah! Yo, Fears!
Sega.
What's going on? Sega, how you been, buddy? What you been up to? How you been?
I've been okay, I guess.
So, Sega, the fans loved the last time we did some top 10s. So today we're going to do some top 10s. Also, I wrote down.
Cheers.
Also, I wrote down some more topics.
Hold on a sec.
Yes. Oh yeah, go ahead. Wipe it off.
It seems that everybody always complains.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it's just because I'm using a really shoddy webcam. The quality on this sucks.
Well, it could be the webcam. It could be the lighting in your apartment, Sega. You know, like, do you have the lights on? All the lights on?
Just the one right over here, and it's a fluorescent bulb inside.
Okay, yeah.
2 fluorescent bulbs in this thing. That's just 2 fluorescent bulbs. It's just 2. You know, it's just about this little lighting thing, and then these 2 little fluorescent tubes, and like both sides dirt down like that.
Well, maybe next time turn on a light, and then Joey says, "Hey, Sega, this is not 2004 anymore. Get a webcam."
Maybe I should go turn on. Oh, I can't get the camera to focus on this one right above me. Actually,
it's okay, Sega. I mean, as long as
wait, right there in the corner. You see that little square tile right there in the corner?
I see it.
That's a light bulb. That's a little light. That's a little light fixture in this apartment. Give me a sec.
Well, until we get a new webcam, you know, for Sega, it looks like that's all we're going to have to do. Big shout out to the fans. What's up? Happy Sunday, guys. Fears, I'll be honest, I accidentally overslept, so I did not get to church. I woke up. It's 1:51 right now. Sega, it's 1:51 right now. I was supposed to go to church at 10 o'clock. Fears woke up at 11:30. So,
oh shit! I can see you like doing a mad dash for the church.
Well, I didn't even make it to church, buddy, because church goes from about 10 o'clock to about 11:45, usually around that time.
Oh,
like if we're celebrating someone's birthday, are they going to have like a luncheon?
Next time, set the alarm clock for an earlier time.
I know
I work Saturdays, and I'm always having an alarm clock set for roughly like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. So then afterwards, so then I don't end up sleeping in and missing my shift.
Well, I was planning to set the alarm clock, Sega, and I was watching a bunch of old episodes of American Chopper, and I just fell asleep. Completely forgot to set the alarm clock. I wake up, my phone is right by me. I was like, what the hell? What time is it? I grab my phone, and I'm like, oh, shit, 11:45. So,
oh, yeah.
I really, just got up a couple hours ago. I took a shower. I went to the grocery store, and I was out of milk, so I had to buy some milk for my coffee.
Oh, of course. That milk is really important. You know what? I've been away for roughly 2 months, and I just used up all the milk and coffee in the fridge. Here I am days ago, and I had to go shopping for some coffee mate and some milk again. And I still need some more stuff. Like, I just realized, all my lunch meat has gone bad. I had a block of cheese, which just expired.
Oh, man.
So yeah, I still need some other stuff for the apartment again.
Sega, let me ask you a question.
The 2 month absence, the 2 month being away for 2 months is kind of bad.
So Sega, let me ask you a question. Are you more of a tea guy, or are you more of a coffee guy, or do you like both?
I'm more of a tea guy now, though. I used to drink coffee though when I was in high school. I actually started my first year of high school, and I really did like coffee. But I think by the time something changed over eventually, though, I started drinking more tea eventually.
Oh, okay. N4 says, shout out to the Fears Man, the best streamer in the universe, and the Sega Camp Gamer and the chat. Well, N4, I don't know if I'm the best
It's
in
a
the
rainy day though, Fears. And guess so. You know what I say to that?
What's up?
Saloon.
Oh, saloon, my friend. There you are. There you are. Nice.
This beer is terrible though.
Well,
God.
Oh, you're drinking a beer. Oh, nice.
The Kronenberg's block in a can, in a giant tall can. And trust me, this stuff is terrible. Doesn't have that fruity aftertaste like it has with the bottles.
Keep drinking, Sega. Keep drinking. There you go. Way to go. You know, Sega, one of these days we're going to have to do a drunk stream. You and me. Maybe we can do a drunk stream on my birthday. October 28th is my birthday. I'm going to be 41. And I really appreciate the nice compliment.
I used to do it with the video games all the time. I'd be playing retro video games. Then the mood just died. Something changed.
Sega, what do you think? Do you want to hang out with your buddy Fears on his birthday or around my birthday? Because I need
to maybe around your birthday.
Because I don't even know if I can get drunk on my birthday because I think. Let me look at my calendar.
You're just before Halloween, though, dude.
I am before Halloween. Let me make sure. I forgot what day my birthday. Because it always changes.
How could you forget your birthday, Fears? Like seriously?
No, I didn't forget my birthday. I forgot what day, it's on. See, Sega, we can't drink on my actual birthday because
I'm busting your job, man. I know you're trying to look up the exact day.
I'm looking up I know it's October. Like it always changes. So I was like, is it on the weekend or is it on Monday? I can never remember what day it falls on. So, Sega, we can't drink on my actual birthday because Monday is a work day, so I cannot get drunk on my actual birthday of the 28th. So maybe we'll do it like on Saturday, the 26th, because that'll be a Saturday. Or we could do it after.
I'm working those Saturdays. You keep forgetting that.
Maybe we could do it.
Work on a Saturday.
Well, Sega,
I always work on a Saturday.
Sega, maybe we could do it on a Friday night. Because Friday night is October 25th, so then you're not working, I'm not working. We can get drunk on that night.
I'll probably be streaming again. The streams are coming back in September, though.
Yeah, I know, but
I'll be busy playing Hogwarts Legacy that night. I'm not gonna be here.
I'm just saying, buddy. I think you could take one day off and we could get drunk on stream. For the Fears man's birthday. I'm just saying.
Probably.
Don't worry, Sega. We'll figure it out. N4 says, shout out to Fears, the best gamer in the universe, and the Sega Camp gamer and chat.
Maybe I'll just cancel my Resident, or maybe I'll just cancel. I'm guessing I'm still going to be playing Resident Evil 2 by October, the remake of Resident Evil 2. I may just can that for like that 1 week and just have Hogwarts Legacy, and just move my Hogwarts Legacy Friday night stream to that Wednesday instead.
Yeah, I mean, we'll figure it out, Sega. I mean, I don't want you to cancel your stream. If you can be there, great. If not, then we'll do it another weekend. Because I've got a lot of celebrations coming up. I've got. We got Joey's birthday coming up. Then we've got my birthday, and then around my birthday, buddy, I've got a lot of activities. I'm gonna do a Disney birthday vlog. I'm gonna do a Disney Halloween vlog. I'm gonna try to get to Universal this year and do at least one day at Halloween Horror Nights. I'm gonna be very busy in the month of October, my friend. So if we can get the drunk stream in, great. If we can't, then maybe we'll do a Christmas drunk stream or a Thanksgiving drunk stream. But anyway, before we continue on, I want to give a big shout out to N4. N4, I really appreciate your nice compliment of saying I'm the best streamer in the universe. I don't know, Sega, that's quite a title. I don't think I'm the best streamer in the universe, but N4, I appreciate the compliment. That was very nice of you. I think the Sega Camp Gamer is the best streamer in the universe. What do you think, Sega?
Probably. I remember N4 coming to my streams as well. N4, where'd you gone?
N4 is a good dude. He has been a big fan of the Fears Man and of the Sega Camp Gamer and Randall for quite a long time. I think N4 was one of my, I think N4 was one of my first fans. Because I created my channel my senior year. I created Fears Man 26 either my junior year or my senior. I can't remember. It was somewhere in there. And I think that's when N4 started watching around that time. So what time? Because you created your channel, Sega, way before I did. When did you create the first the Sega Camp Gamer Aware Camp channel?
Well, back then though, it was just called Sega Camp, and this was 2007.
Oh man! Oh
and
Lord!
Thankfully, the channel is still alive today. There's no videos on it now, though. Sadly, though, but if I actually recovered that channel back and started uploading content now, though, that would be amazing. But I have my doubts.
So the channel that you're using right now, what year did you create that channel? The one that you're using right now. That one's called the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp. When did you create that one?
I think that was like sometime in 2017. I think it was like a month after the 10-year anniversary, so April 2017.
Okay, all right. Well, and for me and Sega, always appreciate the nice compliments. Joey, when is your actual birthday? Because I would not mind getting some pizza that day and doing a pizza stream. That would be cool. So,
you know what? I'm right now looking at my channel right now. Give me just a sec here.
Yeah.
April 10, 2017.
What is it? What is it, Sega?
April 10, 2017. 10 days before 420.
Oh wow! So that one's at so that would be like technically your second channel because your first channel you couldn't.
I don't know, Carmine Rigu. Your question is as good as mine. Salut.
So Sega, technically, the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp is your second channel because your first channel you couldn't.
Actually, I went through numerous channels over the years, though, for years, because everybody would always try and find some sort of way to like log into the account, change the password on me, and then lock me out completely. Thankfully, though, they didn't want to bother stealing the channel, renaming it, or rebadging it, or anything like that, though, or spoiling me with it. Thankfully,
Sega, look at this. I'm gonna knock on wood that does not happen to you again.
Yes,
because that is a pain in the ass, and I can understand how much of a pain in the ass that would be. That Sega, that's why you have to protect your channel. Make sure you do that 2-step verification and make sure today,
though, I do have a phone, and like I said, I have two-factor authenticator on here for both my YouTube and my Twitch channel.
Sega,
so,
I can't
thankfully, if I got a text him a message today, somebody trying to log in, if I got a text message today about 2-factor authenticator, I'm gonna be like, oh wow, you trolls really need. First off, though, you trolls can suck a dick, and then the moment somebody messages me with the text message for 2-factor authenticator, I'm gonna be like, okay, first off, 1, suck a dick. 2, why should I give you the text message? And 3,
oh shit,
well, fuck yourself.
Sega, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. The delivery on it was great. You're like,
or better yet, I'll be like Sheldon, or better yet, I can pull up a Sheldon here, Fierce. Be like, you don't need to know, you don't deserve to know, and you will never know.
Or you know what you could do?
You don't need to know, you don't deserve to know, and you will never know.
Sega, speaking of Sheldon, you know what you could do to the trolls here? I'll put it on me. You could do a Sheldon Cooper. Remember when Will Wheaton beats him and he's like, Wheaton!
Yes.
So like if like Quentin like gets on nerves instead of Wheaton, it would be like Quentin! You know, do a Wheaton on him, you know? Do a Will Wheaton on him. I'm just saying. But no, Sega. That was great, Sega. Sega, I swear, I'm laughing with you, buddy. You're my buddy. You're my pal. It was the delivery.
Actually, you know what's even funnier?
Hang on.
Sheldon said they had a list that was Will Wheaton on it. One day, Will Wheaton was having a birthday party. Sheldon gets invited over, and then Will Wheaton gives him a present, and it was an authentic Wesley Crusher action figure signed by Will Wheaton. And then Brent Spiner shows up out of nowhere. The actor who plays Data rips it open. Finally takes it. He's like, I got a bunch of Data dolls in the back of my truck. Do you want one? And all of a sudden, Sheldon's like, you're on my list now, Brent Spiner. And then walks right out.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good episode, buddy. He goes, "Oh, sorry."
And then Will Wheaton finally says to Brent Spiner, "Trust me, you don't want to be on that list."
Well, then he looks at him and goes, "Oh, sorry, Slim. I got some Mr. Data dolls, in the trunk of my car."
Yeah, just like that.
And he's like, "Forget you." He goes, "From now on, you are my mortal enemy." And then all of a sudden, he looks at Will Wheaton and he's like, "Don't worry, it's not that big of a deal to be on his list."
Oh, okay.
On his list.
Similar. I knew somehow how some of the episode went, but you seem to know it better than me.
Well, Sega, I don't know what is wrong with the Fear's brain. I'll tell you this. I forget people's names sometimes. I forget people's numbers, but I'm really good at memorizing movie dialogue and TV dialogue. That's like my superpower. So, yeah. Anyway, all right.
Well then, someday, Fears, you can come. If you ever come here, we can watch some Big Bang Theory. I'm still stuck at season 6 right now.
Whenever we hang out, I'm all for Big Bang Theory because I got the entire 12 seasons of Big Bang Theory right over there on my television shelf. When is watching Big Bang Theory not a good idea? Big shout out to Carmine. Big shout out to
lucky to you. I only have all the 11 seasons on Blu-ray. I got the 12th and final season first on DVD, and then afterwards I'm like thinking to myself, it's not enough. I need the whole thing. And then I bought the whole Blu-ray package.
You're doing a lot better than me. I don't have any of the Big Bang Theory on Blu-ray. I need to get I've got all 12 seasons on DVD. I need to get all 12 seasons on Blu-ray. So you're actually doing a lot better than me. Big shout out to Tinder Immortal and Carmine. What's up, you guys? I'll read your comments in just a second. So, Sega, I got a question for you before we continue on. So you said you're more of a tea drinker. More of a tea drinker.
Yes.
Do you still like coffee, even though you only drink coffee every once in a blue moon?
Yes.
So, Sega, I used to work at Walmart way back in the day, and they gave us free coffee in the lounge. At your job, at the movie theater, do they have like a break room for all the workers? And if they do, is there like free coffee in the back?
We do have I think we do have a break room. I don't see anybody drinking coffee back there at all.
Okay. See, I mean, that's really nice of your boss to like anytime I've went to a job and they've offered free coffee.
We have like this little pathway in like the back behind the concession stand, and that's where all the workers like to go all the time though when there's nobody at the concession stand.
Like if I was ever a manager, Sega, and I was in charge of a bunch of people, I would offer my employees at least free coffee or maybe like some free water bottles. I think that's a nice gesture on the management's part. That kind of sucks that they don't offer you any coffee or any water or anything like in the break room. Because anytime I worked at Walmart, like back in the day, they always had.
We could actually still get like small company cups though that we could drink out of, and we could and that's out of all the pop filters on the concession stand there.
Oh, so they do, like, if you have a break, you can get some free soda. Well, at least that's good. That's good. It just is like I always remember good memories. I would go in the back and Sega, I kid you not, anytime I worked at Walmart, not just Walmart. They used to have free coffee when I used to work at a movie theater. I've worked at 2 movie theaters, and they had coffee in the back for us. When I worked at Costco for a little while, they had coffee in the back.
Okay, I think that we actually do have like a little. I think we have like a little crock pot thing that can make coffee.
Oh, nice. Okay, there you go. Yeah, like any job I've had, the only job that didn't offer like coffee or water was some of the security jobs I did, back in the day. Thank God I don't do security anymore. Working at FedEx is way better than the security job. I make more money at FedEx. But I will say this, Sega, we get so busy at FedEx.
For FedEx. You work for FedEx?
I do work for FedEx. I will say this, Sega.
Where is my package? I ordered something from FedEx and it did not show up here.
That's not my fault. Listen, Sega, I'm on
Where is my package, you son of a bitch?
You son of a bitch. Sega, I'm not a driver. You know what I do? I grab a box, I scan it, and I load it into the truck. That's what I do. I'm not the delivery guy. So you need to be that delivery guy.
You are dead to me.
Come on, Sega.
I'm kidding. Okay, I'm kidding.
Okay, I was like, dude, it's not my fault. No, Sega, I will say this about
literally though, I was supposed to be getting a package from FedEx, and it never did show up, and I'm like wondering what happened, and I'm like wondering, did I do something wrong? Probably did.
Well, I'm telling you, I think you should call the company. You know, there's always a customer service helpline. I'm sure if you call them and give them your name and your number and your address, I'm sure they could find your package.
This was 6 months ago, and this was supposed to be roughly.
I'm sure they could still find it. I'm sure it's somewhere. It may take them a little while, but I'm sure they could find it. But anyway,
it's okay. Strangely enough, it was the Nintendo GameCube. And guess what, Fears?
What's up? Oh Lord, he took off. Oh Lord, what now?
Strangely enough, it was a Nintendo GameCube I was ordering, and guess what, Fears?
Fuck, live long and prosper. Yes, Sega, what?
I was trying to order a Nintendo GameCube, and guess what? I finally got a GameCube now.
Oh, nice. That's a little bit of a blast from the past. You know what, Sega? Did
you ever have one, Fears, or did you have a
I never had a GameCube, Sega. I never had a GameCube, but my friend had a GameCube, so I would always go over to my friend's house and I would play on his GameCube. But I never personally
did not sell so well to Nintendo. This thing wasn't a major seller for Nintendo.
Yeah,
sadly did not, because but there was but I know Panasonic made another one though that had DVD that you could watch DVDs on as well. Besides and the front prongs all light up when you turn it on, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Sega, the reason
the thing is, but the only problem was that thing was so freaking expensive. It was more expensive than the actual system itself. And and I know and I think Panasonic as well was trying to like sell this thing as an entertainment unit instead of a gaming machine though, because Nintendo was selling this thing as a game system. And they didn't want, and the last thing was Nintendo didn't want to compete with the Panasonic for like an own system, even though it was supposed to be another GameCube entirely.
Yeah. Well, there you go. All right, Sega. The reason why I brought up the coffee thing is because any job I've had, they always offered water and coffee. So that's nice that your company.
We can actually get water right from the fountain drink. And there's a little button that you press down, and then all of a sudden water comes out.
That's what I'm gonna say, Sega. The only ever time that a job has offered me soda is when I worked at 2 movie theaters. But any other time, usually at any other job I've had, they've offered water, either in those big jugs or a water bottle or coffee. The only thing about my new job is, Sega, we are so busy on that line. Unfortunately, we don't get a break. So I have to drink water, and I have to while I'm on the go. So all the boxes will come down the line, and sometimes it's like we work at a busy rate. If we get all caught up with the boxes, sometimes we have 15 to 20 minutes to wait until the next set of boxes come down. So in between the little breaks, that's when I grab my Gatorade or my water. Sometimes there's coffee available, but because we work at such a fast pace, Sega, we have to kind of stay hydrated on the go. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Let's say this is the line, right? All the boxes come down the line. There's 4 or 5 people on this side grabbing packages, and there's 4 or 5 people on this side grabbing packages, and the truck is right behind me. So I'll grab a package, scan it, turn around, put it in, grab the next box, and so on and so forth. So in between all that, that's the only thing I don't like about this new job that I've had for let's see, after Christmas, I've been there 4 years now, because I quit the security job because the guy was being a complete dick. One of my managers. Remember when my dad passed away? He gave me 2.5 weeks off to take care of all my dad's funeral stuff. And my mom needed help. And I said, listen, no job is more important than my father and my family. So I said, if you don't give me enough time to take care of all this shit, I said, my mom can't do it all. I said, me and my brother and my grandma Fears and everybody were helping my mom take care of all my dad's funeral arrangements. And I said, we're not going to be able to finish it in a week or two. And he was like, well, Fears, you've already missed 2.5 weeks. And I said, listen, here's the dealio. I said, I'm going to spend another 2 weeks with my family, and I don't care what you say. And I said, if I have to quit the job, then I quit the job. And he was like, well, Fears, you got to do whatever you got to do. So I quit that job. And then Sega, when I was in Missouri around that time, that's when I applied for FedEx while I was helping my mom do it. So I had a job to come back to.
Oh, that's good.
Because all the YouTube fans were like, Fears, you only have limited time with your father. You need to go home right now and spend the rest of the time with your dad. So I appreciate all my loving and loyal fans convincing me to do that. Because I was going to like go within like a week or two, and they're like, no, you need to go. So I actually got to spend, before my dad died, I think I got to spend at least 3 or 4 weeks with him before it got really bad, and then he passed away. And then I stayed there another 2 weeks to help my mom take care of all the funeral arrangements, and then I came back and got back to work. It was somewhere around there. But yeah. So I'm telling you, Sega,
I think Carmine is actually confused here.
Well, there's nothing to be confused about. I don't really remember how much time I took off, but basically he wasn't going to give me enough time. And I said, well, no job is more important than my family, especially my dad. So I said, I'm just going to quit and you don't have to worry about it. So I quit the security job because the guy was being a dick. He was like, I understand that you have a death in the family or he's going to die soon, Fears. I said, yeah. I said, my dad's very sick. I said, he could go at any time. And he was like, yeah, but you still got work. I said, listen, I said, jobs are a dime a dozen. I said, I can get another job. I said, I am not going to not hang out with my family in these trial times. You know what I'm saying, Sega?
Yeah.
But it's good. It's good that I quit because the security gig was getting quite old real quick. And I'd say the FedEx job has been one of the most exciting jobs I've had, like in a long time.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'm always looking for.
You know how I feel when I started at the movie theater. It just felt it felt like a really exciting experience for me.
I'm always looking for better opportunity, though. Trust me, if I got a better job, I would go up to my boss and say, "Hey, listen, the FedEx job has been great, but I'm going to put in my 2 weeks." And because you always need to try to better yourself. So I'm always on. I would love to work for an airline. I think working for an airline would be really cool. But the reason why I brought all this up, Sega, I was curious because I meant to ask you that question last time when we were hanging out. And I was like, I wonder if Sega ever, like at any of your jobs, because you said you like coffee and tea. Do they ever serve tea there, or is it just coffee and water sometimes? Or do they ever serve tea there? Because my jobs, they've served a lot, like in the break room, like because they know that workers get thirsty. So I've just lucked out. In some of my old jobs, they've served tea, they've served coffee, they've served water, or all that. So yeah. I was just curious. So is it just water? Is it water and soda at the theater, or
it's water and soda? Yeah.
But you know what? You're actually doing a lot better. None of the jobs that I've ever went through, Sega, they've offered us tea and water and coffee. None of the jobs have ever offered. Oh no, I'm sorry. Whenever I worked at the theater, that's the only job. Whenever I worked at the movie theater, they served soda there too. So that's the only job to ever serve soda. So that must be cool, though. Anyway, so Sega, how speaking of work, how has work been?
Work has been good.
That's good. I'm sure the theater is going nuts with the Alien Romulus and Wolverine and Deadpool, which I've seen both of them. Sega, I don't know if you like the Alien series, but if you do, you got to go watch. Alien was fucking brilliant.
I still have to sit down and play Alien Isolation.
Alien, oh my god, it was so good. Like I cannot wait to buy it on Blu-ray because up until now, there's been 6 Alien movies, and I got all 6 on Blu-ray, and I finally finished all, and I reviewed that for the fans ages ago, and then I cannot wait for it to get on Blu-ray. I don't care. I'll buy it on 4K, Blu-ray, whatever. Whatever comes first.
Here, so you know about Alien Isolation, the video game.
Now that one I haven't played, Sega. I've watched all the movies up until now, but I've never played the. How's Alien Isolation? What's that all about?
To be honest, though, I haven't even fully played it myself, and I want to though. Maybe I'll set. Maybe someday I'll play it. Maybe I'll play it for for like the PlayStation 5 streams if I still find it on PS5, perhaps. Should be. My girlfriend actually live streamed it.
Okay. Real quick, Sega, I'm going to catch up with the fans' comment. Joey said his birthday is September 2nd. All right, Joey, let me write that down so I don't forget, and we'll try and do a birthday stream. So, Joey's birthday, September 2nd, which is coming up, actually. It's coming up. Carmine says, yeah, is Sega Camp high? Why is it so foggy in that room? Sega, do you want to address this? Because Carmine still has not gotten it. I don't know.
Carmine.
I don't know what will it take. But yeah. Then Carmine says internet safety. I'm telling you, Sega, you don't want anyone to break into your channel. Do that 2-step verification and also pick a password that's tough and difficult for someone to guess, but you can remember that. Those are the 2 best ways to secure your channel.
No, again, when I see the text message for 2-factor authenticator and it's somebody else trying to sign in, that's not me.
Exactly.
Then the moment they start private messaging me, I'm gonna be like, first off, no. Second of all, you're a fucking idiot. 3, you don't deserve to know. I mean, you don't need to know. You don't deserve to know. And you will never know.
It's your channel, Sega. Nobody should invade your channel but you. You can upload any video you want because it's your channel. You can do and say whatever the hell you want on your channel because it's nobody else's channel. It's your channel. So yeah.
Yes.
So because you are a friend, I wouldn't want someone to hack into your newest channel, which that one you have a lot of content on, the Wear Camp one. That one, there's a lot of footage.
Even as well, the first year or so after that channel got made, I re-uploaded all the earlier Rare Camp brands, and I redid the intro again with the new themes, with that night vision theme song. That
just protect your channel. Just protect your channel, Sega. That's the best advice.
But yeah, since 2019, I haven't seen any reason to continue the Rare Camp brands. The last thing I posted was Disney Plus finally launching. And I didn't even seem to continue doing the rant series after that.
Mm-hmm. Right on.
If I did, though, I would have been doing my next rant would have been a little controversial, talking about the COVID virus, because I felt like because that year I felt like no one was getting the COVID virus, only celebrities. There were a lot of celebrity deaths, but not from COVID or anything related. Like Regis Philbin passed away to natural causes.
Yeah, Sega. Tell everybody. I forgot to ask when it was pretty brutal, the COVID thing going on in the States. How did it affect Canada? I'm sure it was devastating.
I'm sure, but I'm pretty sure though it was just as bad all around the world. And even here in Canada too.
I'm sure it was. I was just curious. Did they shut everything down?
After March 2020? Everybody had to remain indoors here in Canada. That's how bad it was. The only time you could only go out was if you needed to get any shopping done for food and supplies and stuff like that. But that was the only time that you could leave your apartment though, or your house though.
Yeah.
And Justin Trudeau was always having press about conferences outside his house.
I was just curious. I'm sure it was exactly like the States, but I was like, I've never been to Canada, so I was. Since you're one of my friends that live in Canada, I was wondering how it affected Canada, because I'm sure it was crazy. It was crazy over in Florida, and my mom said in Missouri, everything was shut down. And so I was like, I wonder what happened in Canada. So that's why I asked that question. But yeah. So it was just as bad over in Canada as it was over here.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
And I'm pretty sure when they were doing news broadcasts, though, some people were still doing it right from home, and some of them were, and they only had for people that were doing it in the studio, though, they made sure they had social distancing, 6 feet apart. That was the rule. So you had to be 6 feet apart from everybody else. Had to do social distancing. So yes, that was a thing here in Canada too. Those were the only kind of rules that we had to follow.
I'm sure it was saying. I was just curious because I was like, I've never been to Canada. I'm like, I'm sure whenever COVID hit,
I've already been wiping this fucking camera twice in a row
here. So yeah, I was just curious.
Hunter, will you fucking stop? I've already wiped this fucking camera twice in a row.
You tell him, Sega. You tell him. That's right. All right. Tinder Immortal says Sega Camp Gamers channel and his ABW training videos are still up. God called in sick today, and then Tinder Immortal said, yeah, dude. What's up, Tinder Immortal? And then Carmine said, you need snacks when you watch that box set. So there it is. Joey says, I'm a manager. I make all my employees pay to go on a break. Oh, shit. There you go, Joey. I just think it's nice whenever you go. Like, Sega, I would love a break at the factory. We work, like, I'll come, like, if it's a busy day, sometimes I go in earlier. Usually I go in at around, like, 3 o'clock in the morning. It depends on how many boxes we have. Like, some days my boss will text me and say, hey, Fears, can you be here at 12:30 at night? And I'm like, sure. So it depends on the boxes. And we don't get a break until a little bell goes off in the morning saying, hey, we're done. And then a manager will come up and say, all right, yeah, you're good to go, Fears. See you later. See you tomorrow. So, I mean, I would be grateful if I had a break. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even care how big of a break it was, Sega. Like, whether it was a 20-minute break or a 25-minute, just something. But that's why we have to, like, stay hydrated on the go. While we're on the line, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue on. Let's see. Carmine says, N4 says, we should get a GoFundMe started to get Sega a new webcam. Sega, what do you think about that? What do you think? I mean, I can see Sega just...
Moving on.
I'll move on, Sega. I think he's just busting your chops because I can see your webcam.
Everybody's fucking busting my chops. I had to swap the chat to private chat because I can't fucking stand this chat anymore.
I got you, buddy. Well, let's just focus on having a good time. Anyway, let's see here. Let me... Yo, Marshall, what's up? He says, Fears, do you have any tips to deal with trolls? I'll tell you what, Marshall. Here's my go-to on that. Some years and some days and some months and some weeks, Fears knows how to deal with trolls. Other times, I'm not so good. Wouldn't that be a safe bet, Sega, throughout my entire YouTube career? There's been some days where I've been able to deal with trolls very good, and there's been some days where I've gotten mad on camera. So I would say, that's a fair assessment, wouldn't you say, Sega?
Yes.
So, Marshall, the best thing to do is to ignore them as much as possible. Don't let them get to you. And try not to start drama. Just do your best. I mean, that's all that anyone can ever ask of you. Do your best. Because no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter how many videos you upload, they're going to, if a troll is determined to win you or beat you or make fun of you, they're going to do it. So the best thing to do is just do the best job you can with what you got and the best job you can on your channel, and just try not to give a reaction. I know it's hard sometimes, believe me. Fears has acted really good sometimes. Other times I've gotten really pissed off and I've said some things that I shouldn't have, and sometimes I've gotten in trouble on certain things I've said, and other times I've just gotten mad and I've just been like, oh, fuck this, and I've turned off the off the stream or deleted the stream or deleted a video or whatever, So that's the best advice I could give you, Marshall. All right, let me catch up, Sega, and then we'll continue on. Edward, what's up? Let's see. N4 says, I believe Sega is a Game Boy camera. That's not true. That is not true. Anyway.
If it was a Game Boy camera, it would be in black and white. This is not black and white. This is color.
That's why I said that wasn't
mono, or even monochrome, because the Game Boy, because the original Game Boy screen was a monochrome screen that would just be in 4 different shades of green.
Sega, you know what Marshall said? Marshall said Sega is a time traveler. I would love to be a time traveler. Sega, if you were a time travel, where would you go?
If I could time travel, well, for a start, I would actually go back to the 80s because I was born the end of that era instead.
I was born at the beginning of it. I was born in '83, so the '80s would be cool to see again.
Although I did actually post up little posts on Facebook before with the time circuit symbol, with the time circuits display from Back to the Future. There was a website where you could go up, where you could actually set the destination time, the present time, and the last time departed. And I always had it set backwards back to like the console game releases. Like I think I did one first for like the N64, And then I did one for the TurboGrafx 16, and
nice.
I think the last one was going right back to the start of the 80s, so just before the big video game crash of 83 happened.
Nice. All right, Sega. Before we get to our top 10,
you were born the video game crash of 83. In 1983, the whole video game industry came crashing down. So many game consoles were coming out. So many games are coming out. So many obscure games for all the systems, and the whole thing just crashed.
Fears didn't start playing video games until I was much older because I was born in 83. I didn't really pick up a video game console.
Yeah, if you could go back to 1983 though, Fears, though, if you saw all the video game systems that were coming out, your head would spin. You'd just be like, oh my God, so much competition.
Sega, I didn't because I was so little, I was born in 83. I didn't pick up a game console until maybe 1988, 1989, if I'm being honest. It was around
like the NES or Sega Genesis. Sega Genesis came out in 89.
The very first console I ever played, my dad didn't want his Atari anymore. He said, "Hey, John," and my brother wasn't born yet. My brother came a couple of months after, because me and my brother are 3 years apart. So my brother was born in.
I'm surprised you didn't get the 7800. It was supposed to be backwards compatible with the 2600, and you could use even the controllers were still backwards compatible on the 7800.
So my brother was born a little bit later, Sega. So the very first system that I played was before my brother was born. My dad said, "Hey, John, I have my old Atari. I don't want it because I don't play video games anymore." And my dad was like, "Do you want my old Atari?" So I was like, "Oh, hell yeah." So before I got a Nintendo and a Super Nintendo, I played like Frogger and I played Pong on that. And then me and my friend, one of my best friends in Missouri, said, "Hey, Fears, I love your Crash Dummy toys. I'll make a trade with you." He goes, I'll trade you my entire regular Nintendo with the Nintendo Zapper and the running pad and my 99 games on Nintendo if you give me your entire Crash Dummy collection. And I had a shitload of Crash Dummies. And so I said, "That's a fair deal." So I gave him that. And then one day he came over with a massive box and it had 99 games in it, and it had the Nintendo Zapper. It had the Nintendo running pad. Then I had the Nintendo joystick, all that shit. So he gave me his entire, he's like, "Yeah, I'm done with Nintendo, Fears. I'm going to buy a Super Nintendo." And then the next one that I got, Sega, me and my brother had to share it, but my mom and my dad, and because it was a Christmas present, Mom, Dad, and Santa gave Fears and my brother a Super Nintendo. So Pong, I'm sorry, Atari, NES, and Super Nintendo were my three first video game consoles that I played.
That's intriguing for me because for me, it was the Sega Master System. I only played it for a few years, and then I had the Genesis. And I want to say though, it was like that for like a while. But I did know eventually, sooner or later, I would see ads for the Nintendo 64, and I knew eventually though I wanted the Nintendo 64 next. And little did I realize at the time that was going to be one of my favorite game systems of all time.
Anyway, so Sega, don't get mad. I'm just reading the chat. Guys, let's lay off Sega's camera. Someone said your camera looks like bacon grease. Guys, let's leave Sega Camp alone. He's my guest today. Come on. Be nice. Be nice.
DVD Hunter just left after that as well. Can't watch anymore. Bye.
I know. I saw that. I wasn't gonna read it, Sega, but you read it. I didn't think you were reading the chat anymore. But let's leave Sega alone. Yo, Heroes and Villains Collectibles. What's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. But anyway, I'll be honest. I can see Sega just fine, but I don't want to make fun of Sega's camera. I don't like to make fun of my friends. Heroes and Villains Collectibles. What's up? Good to see you. Heroes, I cannot wait until I get my main channel back. But whenever I get some time, you got to come over here and we'll do some gaming over here, or I got to come over. I've been dying to check out Heroes and Villains. Not only your video game consoles, Heroes, and play some games. I want to see the entire garage. It's like the nerd garage cave and you said the AC is flowing in there because I remember I went into your old house here, Heroes. There was AC flowing through your house, but when you went into your old like gaming area in the garage, it was like a furnace in there. So I'm sure you were glad to finally get like a nerd cave with the AC flowing constantly.
Turning on the lights. Are you fucking even turning on the fucking light? Are you fucking guys fucking dense?
Oh shit, Sega's pissed. It'll be okay, Sega. Don't get mad. Come on. We're having a good time. Come on, buddy. Sega, don't let them bother you. Sega, I'm sorry people are making fun of your camera. I did not want this to happen, Sega. I'm really sorry, buddy. Come on, guys. Let's leave Sega alone. We're here to have a good time. Hero says, I'm going to be live at 3 o'clock today, so just came to the show to show some love. Hey, thanks, Heroes. I really appreciate that. And, hey, man, have a good show. And, Heroes, what game are you playing? What game are you playing today? Or are you going to be...
Heroes and villains suck a dick.
Oh, Lord. Sega, I was trying to keep...
I still remember what you said to me, even though I had a girlfriend in Belgium. Well, guess what, Heroes and villains? The girlfriend left me. Thanks.
Sega, I was...
For that shit.
Oh, shit. Sega, I was trying to keep the peace. Oh, well.
You're just twisting the knife now. Tell me I need a girlfriend locally.
Oh, you mean Heroes. I was like, I'm not twisting any knives. Okay. Oh, Lord.
I meant Heroes and villains, Spears. What were you thinking I was talking about?
Well, at first I thought you were talking to Heroes and me. And I was like, I'm not twisting any knives. But I was like, okay. Oh, man. Heroes, listen, I'm neutral. I'm Sega's friend, and I'm Heroes' friend. I'm Evie's friend. I'm Rezzy's friend. I already have enough drama to deal with on YouTube. Don't get me involved in any more drama because I don't want any more. I've already got. Oops! I was about to say his name. If I would have said his name, something very bad would have happened. I've already got a certain YouTuber, Sega, pretending to be me. So I've already got enough to deal with. Anyway. All right, Sega. Let's start. Sega, are you starting to get a little buzzed? You all right?
No, this stuff is fucking terrible.
Well, Sega, if it's terrible, stop drinking it. I was just joking. You don't have to keep drinking it. If it's terrible, grab some water or grab some tea. You know, like don't drink something if it tastes terrible. Like put it down.
My girlfriend dumped me, so I'm drinking something terrible. Leave me alone.
Okay, I'm just saying I care about you, Sega. You know, if it tastes horrible, you know. And listen, I am sorry that Rezzy and you are not together. I know you really liked her a lot, buddy.
Who's Rez? Who's Reese? It's Rezzy, Dr. Jenkins. RESI. Look her up on YouTube if you're interested.
Sega, I'm really sorry that people are kind of hating on you. I don't know why they're hating on you today. You know, usually everyone loves Sega. Well, Sega, listen, it doesn't matter what they think. You're my friend, and you're my buddy, you're my pal, and I just wish you the best of luck. I really do. Sega, there's many more fish in the sea.
DVD Hunter, not going to happen. She's planning to go back to her ex. That's what's going on.
There's many more fish in the sea, Sega, and nothing against Rezzy. You know, I think Rezzy's a nice person. I think a big part of it, buddy, was the distance. She lives so far away, you know. Anyway, let's change the subject, Sega, because I don't want to make you any more sad than you already are. Let's get the good times rolling. So, Sega, let's do some top 10s. I know it was a little challenging for you last time, so I've selected all the top 10, then I've selected some easy ones. So this one should be pretty easy for you. Your top 10 favorite foods. How about that? So top 10 favorite food. And then I'm going to put Sega down. So we'll do yours first, Sega, and then mine. Sound good? All right. Start naming off some of your top 10 favorite foods, Sega.
Pizza. Okay,
pizza. That's a good one. That's probably on my list too, Sega. I like pizza. Pizza. All right. What's next? Hamburger. There we are. That's a good one.
Or cheeseburger as well. You could put cheeseburger slash with a cheeseburger.
I'll put cheeseburger slash hamburger. Yep, you got it. All All right, what's next? Take your time.
I do like hot dogs.
I like hot dogs. Hot dogs are good. I'll put that one down. Hot dogs, all right. Especially Sega, like when I was a kid, whenever my dad would take me to a baseball game or a hockey game, not just any hot dog, the fucking long, foot-long hot dogs. Those are amazing.
We had something like that. I hear him at the Blue Jays Stadium here in Toronto as well. They'll do a thing called Toonie Tuesdays where you could get like a hot dog for like $1.
Nice.
It's crazy.
So whenever I come, Sega, like I said, whenever I come,
I think it's $2. It might be $1. It might be $2. I think it's supposed to be $1 though, because I remember seeing a commercial where they have Ace, the Blue Jays mascot, this guy wearing a bird suit, roaming around the whole baseball area trying to get a loony, and then he finally shows up at the hot dog stand, dumping a bunch of loonies, trying to get a bunch of hot dogs, and the concession lady is like, I think we need more hot dogs.
Heroes, come on.
We're gonna need more hot dogs, actually, for once. She's like, we're gonna need more hot dogs.
Listen, Sega. Listen, I'm not the one saying this stuff in the chat. Heroes is my friend. You're my friend. Guys, come on. Let's cut Sega some slack. You know, Sega's my guest here. Let's just have a good time.
I'm really hitting a low point right now, too, guys. I'm really wanting to actually fucking leave. Just drop out completely. I'm trying not to, though, Fears, but it's kind of driving me too.
No, I understand. Sega, if you want to leave, you know, I don't know why everyone's hating on you today. I don't know what the hell's going on, you know. So, but I'm trying to get the show back on track. So I've been telling people like just cut Sega some slack. But no, Sega. Every time me and my dad would go, sometimes it depended. Whenever I was young, I wouldn't get a beer. But now that I'm older, whenever I was in college and me and my friend Jason Cool would go to a hockey game, a nice foot-long hot dog with a beer, buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway, all right, Sega, what's next? We got pizza, we got hamburger, cheeseburger, we got hot dog. What's next?
My mind's going blank for this. I still like having cereal in the morning.
Okay.
Weird, right? I'm 35.
Cereal. What about salad? Do you like salad?
Oh, salad's pretty good.
All right, I'll put salad down.
I do have Caesar salad in the fridge, so there's.
Ooh, nice. Nice. Let's see. Heroes says, I'm just smoking a Blizzy and sipping on some wine. Oh, nice, Heroes. Heroes, what type of wine are you sipping on? I'll be honest, I haven't had a good wine in quite a while. I have wine. I was going to drink it around Christmas time last year, and I just never got to it, so it's still in my fridge. Because wine, as long as you keep it chilled, Sega, wine never goes out of style. So I'll be around this Christmas, I will definitely be sipping on some Crystal Skull vodka and some wine, and good times. All right, Sega, we got salad, we got cereal, we got hot dogs, we got hamburger, we got pizza. Let's see, we need 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5 more. What do you think?
I'm going to look up snacks.
Okay. Look it up. Yeah, like any food that you like, Sega. It doesn't matter if it's a full meal. It doesn't matter if it's a snack. It can be steak, chicken, pizza, whatever the Sega Camp gamer likes. That's what I'll put down.
I do like Ritz crackers, and I'm seeing a package of Ritz crackers.
Okay, so crackers.
Strangely enough, I actually have a box of no name things. Well, pretty much the same thing though, but it just says no name on the box instead. No name is a brand here in like Canada, and I think about over there too in the US too, right?
Yeah, we have crackers.
Do you know no name as well though, Fears?
I don't know that one, but we do have crackers in the U.S. Sega. But
give me a second. Maybe if I bring bring it over and show you the logo. Maybe
I don't think we have
your memory.
I don't think we have that one, but I could be wrong. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Heroes. I cannot wait to play some video games. Heroes. I know you've already played it, but whenever I get my channel back, and hopefully that troll will leave me alone in some lifetime, when things get back to normal. I have a request to ask of you, Heroes. I know you've already played Resident Evil 4, the remake, but I'm Dying to play it.
I don't have it though, but I do have a different thing that's actually from No Name instead. You
Okay.
sure you don't have anything like this?
Let me look, Sega. I don't think we have this in the U.S., but I could be wrong. Let me see. Here, turn it around. Let me see.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I don't think we have those, Sega. I don't think. Again, I could be wrong, but I've never seen that in the U.S. I've never seen that.
Might be only a Canada thing. Who knows?
I think
here in Canada, we actually here in Canada we use plastic bags for milk. We actually have like these little plastic bags, and there's these little pouches or these little things that we stick the milk bags in, and then right afterwards there's like a little we have like a little fridge magnet thing that you cut off. It's so hard to explain.
Real quick, Sega, I need to tell Heroes something. So, Heroes, do you think it'd be okay if we could replay Resident Evil 4? I'm requesting of that, you Heroes, because when I saw you play Resident Evil 4, the remake, already the original Resident Evil 4 is fucking mind-blowing. It's a mind-blowing. So, I love the old one, but I saw the remake of it, and the graphics are, I don't mean to curse, but they're fan-fucking-tastic. They look fantastic. So, Heroes, do you think we could replay Resident Evil 4? Let me know, Heroes, whenever I come over. I'd love to play that game. And I also want to play... hang on a second. Heroes, I also want to play that Mario... Whatever that Mario Kart game, the new one that you played. I don't remember what name it was. That Mario Kart game looked fantastic, dude. Go ahead, Sega. What were you saying?
Was it one with like a little toy cart?
I don't know what type of Mario Kart game Heroes was playing, Sega, but it was one. I don't know.
Bag of milk. And usually, though, you usually have like a little cutter thing on the fridge magnet. Mine, though, actually came with like a really interesting innovation.
Okay, all right.
It's on the milk thing.
Nice.
I can't turn this though, otherwise I'm going to spill some milk on the floor and on my laptop. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, don't spill milk on your laptop, Sega. That wouldn't be good. Yeah.
If it did happen, I'd be crying. I'd be crying myself to sleep right now.
I'm sure you would be crushed, Sega, because any liquid on a laptop is not good. Doesn't matter if it's milk, water, goat cheese, whatever. Well, goat cheese isn't a liquid, but you get my hint. Orange juice. I've spilled so many liquids on my laptop back in college. I would be editing, and I'd take a sip of like soda. I'd put it down. Soda fell on the laptop. Orange juice, water. Thank God they were able to fix my laptop a couple of times in college. So, yeah. All right, Heroes says, yeah, it's all good, dude. Okay, sweet, Heroes. Because I was like, damn, what if Heroes doesn't want to replay that game? Because I've been dying to play Resident Evil 4. I cannot wait because it doesn't look like the stories change. It just looks like the graphics. They didn't even change the graphics. They just, like, enhance the graphics is basically what they did. So, yeah. All right, so we got crackers, Sega, we got sal, we got cereal, we got hot dogs, hamburger, pizza. We need 4 more. What else? What else does Sega like to eat that are the top 10 favorite foods that Sega likes to eat?
I'm looking at the Nutri-Grain bar. That's pretty good.
Okay, Nutri-Grain bars. Let me write that one down. I've had those before. They're pretty good, Sega.
Nutri-Grain. Nature Valley as well. We can put that down.
What else?
Nature Valley.
Nature Valley. Is that a bar that you eat?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Nature Valley. I've never had that. I think that's a Canadian thing. I don't think we have that in the U.S. Or I've never heard of it. All right, 2 more, Sega. What else? What else do you like to eat?
I do like graham crackers, marshmallow graham crackers,
so
by the fire.
Like s'mores.
S'mores, yes. S'mores.
Should I just put graham crackers down or should I write s'mores down?
S'mores.
Okay, I'll put s'mores down. Sega, I've been in Boy Scouts. I've took so many family trips. Do you know how many s'mores Fears has made in his lifetime? I've went to church camp. Well over 1,000 s'mores, my friend. Well over 1,000.
The last one I'm gonna save him. I'm gonna have on camera for you as well, though, Fears. But give me a sec.
Okay. All right. DVD Hunter says, Fears, can you answer a random question? It depends on the question, but go ahead, DVD Hunter. Put it in the chat, and then I'll decide if I want to answer it or not. So, yeah. Oh, I watched it, Marshall. Listen, I watch everything that troll puts up. None of what that guy has put out is even remotely true. But it's kind of like it's a flea that won't go away. So I just have to deal with it. I've tried to get the guy to stop. I've tried to get the guy to leave me the hell alone. It just is what it is. So I hope to God he leaves on his own sometimes. He probably won't, but anyway. Anyway. All right, Sega, one more food. Oh, Gushers.
Fruit Gushers.
I love Gushers. Gushers is such a good snack. I haven't ate them in a while.
I remember seeing ads. I used to see ads all the time for Fruit Gushers and Fruit Roll-Ups as a kid.
Sega,
now, I never did have fruit by the foot though. That's what I should be saying though. But yeah, during the 90s though, and even the early 2000s, they used to have fruit by the foot commercials all the time. Now I don't see Fruit Gushers or fruit by the foot anymore. It's kind of sad.
Heroes, that is not true. That is not true. Are you ready for this, Sega? I know Heroes is just busting my chops. Heroes says the one thing you'll never hear Fears and Sega say that they would eat is pussy. What a shame. That is not true. Heroes, if I had a woman,
I would be well below the belt, Heroes and Villains.
If I had a woman, Fears would be eating that pussy all damn day. I would not even come up for air, you know? But the Fears ladies have been slim pickings the last couple of years. Whatever happened to getting me a shorty, Heroes? What the fuck? So that's not true, Heroes. If I had a lady, things would be a rockin' and a rollin'. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
I had the red ones, so Fears. I only got the red ones today.
Well, Sega, in those Gusher packets, sometimes they have red ones in there. Sometimes they have the multicolored ones. It just depends on what they put in the box. But Sega,
I bought the big giant box at the store when I went shopping the other day.
Sega, I do like Gushers. I haven't had them in a while because
it's a mix between either the red ones or the ones where you get red, orange, green, and blue, and it's kind of sad.
Heroes is laughing his ass off because of two things. One, nobody expected Fears to say that, and I made people laugh. Two, it is true. If I had a lady, listen, Sega, I have not had sex in like 4 years. Although after Christmas, it'll be 5 years. So I would make up for lost time. You know? I would make up for lost time. You know? Because you can't go into the past, Sega, unfortunately. So Fears has not had a woman in quite a while. At least you had a woman, you know, Sega, you know, the last couple of years. I haven't had anything in the last 5 years. After Christmas, it'll be 5 years with not a handhold, a cuddle, a kiss, nothing. Nada. Zero. So the minute Fears does get a woman, I'm going to be making up for lost time. Like, beyond belief. So whenever I get a girlfriend, I'm going to be like, hey, Fears, you want me to come over? Yeah. Just stay over here for a couple of months. We need to make up for lost time. So, yeah. Anyway. Well, Dr. Jenkins, Sega, Dr. Jenkins says that Fears is in a dry spell. It's not a dry spell. It's like a dry fucking desert that I've been going through. That's what I've been going through. Anyway. All right, Sega. I do like Gushers, but I haven't had them in quite a while because I'm trying to lose weight. And as much as I like Gushers, buddy, they are a little fattening. So I haven't had Gushers in about 6 or 7 months, but they are good. All right, Sega, time for my top 10 favorite foods. And again, Sega, I apologize for people hating on you today. I don't think they were really hating. I think they were
girl, Dr. Jenkins. I have to ask.
Sega, you're not mad at me, are you? I don't think they were hating on you. I think they were just teasing you. You know, because a lot of people tease me online too. So you're not mad at me, are you?
Nope.
Okay, good. Because I never wanted anyone to tease you, buddy. All right. So, Sega, right out the bat, I got to go with a nice garden salad. Fears loves salad. I could eat salad all day, every day. I love salad. Doesn't matter what type of salad. I like normal salad, Caesar salad, tossed salad, whatever. I love salad. So that's number one. Number two, I'm gonna take one off of your list. Say I love pizza. So pizza. Number three, steak and a baked potato. Steak and baked potato. Sega, what about you? Do you like steak?
A steak is actually pretty good. I think I made a steak I think I made some delicious steaks the time I was at my parents' house for like the last 2 months.
Oh, nice, buddy.
Almost,
That's
almost,
awesome.
2 months, almost 2 months.
That's awesome.
More like a month and a half.
So I got salad, pizza, steak and potato, any type of rice, Sega. I love rice. Doesn't matter if it's white rice, black rice, Indian rice. I love rice. So rice. Hamburgers, I do. Particularly Whoppers. Whoppers are my favorite type of hamburger, Sega. The BK Lounge, man. That's right. If I missed anyone's comments while me and Sega are talking, I apologize. I'm going to try and get to as many comments as I can. Sega, sadly, I remember when you used to get mad at me when I wouldn't keep up with the chat, my friend? I still have that problem. I try to keep up with the chat as much as possible, my friend.
I should say to you, Fears, you really need to RTFC. Read the freaking chat.
Remember, you would get really mad. You'd be like, Fierce, what the fuck, man? Like, read the fucking chat. And I'd be like, I'm trying.
Read the freaking chat.
Well, Sega, whenever I do my top 10s, I write them down because at the end of the year, I'm going to read this entire book to the fans. So I've been keeping track. Also, I have a bad memory, Sega, so I don't want to redo a top 10. I want to do new top 10s. So that's why I write them down. So if I don't remember, have I done that top 10? I can always look into the book and say, oh, never mind, I've already done that top 10, so.
I just left the message in the chat for you.
Oh, I saw it. It says, Fears, read the fucking chat. Read the fucking
Okay, that at least makes me laugh. Just say that out loud. But you say
well, again, and I read the chat. I do read the chat, Just sometimes I get a little bit behind. Hero says, have a good stream, Fears. Time to refill my drink and get ready for my live stream. It's almost 3. All right, Heroes, peace out. I don't know if you're doing a nerd haul today or if you're playing video games, but whatever type of stream you're doing, have a good stream, my friend. Thanks a lot for coming by and showing some love and some support to the channel. Can't wait to hang out with you, Heroes, and play some video games. It'll happen sooner than later, I hope, my friend. All right, so Sega, we got salad, pizza, steak and potato, rice, hamburgers. I'm going to put down hot dogs. I do like hot dogs.
And apparently they do have an ad now, though, for where you can actually get those delicious hot dogs now in the store, or they advertise them on TV, and Buck Martinez is actually showing up in them.
Let's see. I do like soup.
Can you believe Buck Martinez was a catcher for the Blue Jays?
No, I cannot, Sega.
Now today, he's always an announcer now for the Blue Jays games. Every time they get a home run, you hear him yell, swing and a drive, get up here, ball, get out of here, gone!
Marshall, I would love to do a fan meetup at some point, but here's the thing. I'll be honest, and hopefully I don't get crucified by the trolls by saying this. I'm being honest when I say this. I would love to do a fan meetup, but my 2 channels, I don't have that many fans, Marshall, to, I think, do a fan meetup. I don't think anyone would ever show up, if I'm being honest. Because whenever Fearsman 26 comes back, Sega, I've almost hit 4,000 on there. I think the last time I looked, I have 3,200 something. And then on the main channel, on the vlog channel, I only have like 2,400 something. So, I'll be honest, Marshall, as much as I would love to do one, I don't think anyone would show up, Anyway, DVD Hunter, I know you said you wanted me to answer a random question. I didn't see your question, so re-ask it. Anyway, let's continue on. All right, let's see. I've got 7 foods so far. I got soup. I need 3 more. I do like any type of chicken. So garlic chicken, baked chicken. I like chicken.
Actually, I should have put this on my list. Stuffed chicken breasts. We used to have ones with cheese and Swiss cheese, and I want to say, but there was like some sort of meat inside of it as well. I forget what it was though.
Sega, I put that on your list. I put chicken breast. All right, so I need 2 more. Let's see. I got salad, pizza, steak and potato, rice, hamburger, Hot dog.
I had one with I think it was like broccoli and cheese cooked inside as well, and that was still pretty good.
I do like chili, Sega. It's not really good for Fears' Crohn's, but as long as somebody makes
spinach,
as long as someone makes chili without the beans, then I'm fine. So chili, because if I had chili with the beans, then the Crohn's would have been a rumbling. All right, let's see. Number 10. I do have a sweet tooth, so I love cake. I love carrot cake. That's my favorite type of cake.
Yes.
That's my all-time
favorite. Is pretty good.
I love carrot cake. So if I ever got married, I would ask my wife, hey, honey, do you think we could have like half the cake your favorite cake and half the cake my favorite cake? So then everyone would win. So yeah. All right, Sega, time for another top 10. Are you ready for the next one?
I guess.
All right, so we're going to do the top 10 favorite candies. They can be Canadian candy, they can be American candy, whatever, Sega, whatever your favorite candies are. So top 10 favorite candies. Do you want to go first, Sega, or should I go first?
You go first. Maybe I may find some that I could put down on my list.
Okay, so number 1, I love Butterfingers. Butterfingers. Oh, yeah.
Butterfingers are pretty good.
They are so good. Butterfingers. Again, I haven't had much candy or chocolate in quite a while because I'm trying to lose weight. But when I do eat candy, these are 10 of my faves. So number 1 is Butterfingers. Number 2, Reese's Pieces. And then number 3, I like Reese's Peanut Butter Cups because they're a little bit different. They're the same type of candy. Like Reese's Pieces come like in a little tiny thing like that small, and then you got the chocolate, the cup, Sega.
Yeah.
So peanut butter cups, I like those. Peanut butter cups. Number 4, Snickers. I do like a Snickers. Number 5, Skittles. I love Skittles.
Skittles are actually pretty good.
Not to be mistaken by Snittles, as Joey would say. All right, number 6, Sweet Tarts. I do like Sweet Tarts, Sega. Sweet Tarts. And then Sega, have you ever had that candy dust, or it looks like dust, that those Pepsi sticks? I love Pepsi sticks. Have you ever had one of those?
Not that specifically though, but I used to have the stuff that you can actually put in your mouth, and then actually it would actually do like a fizzle taste in your mouth, and you can also
you've got to try a Pepsi stick. They are so good. So good. All right, so that's number 7.
Powder dust that you can put in your mouth, and then afterwards it actually fizzle off, and I forget what it was called. I can't remember exactly.
It's kind of like a powder, Sig. It's like a candy powder. It's not really dust. It's like a powder that you eat. Pepsi sticks are so good.
But like I said, though, you can actually, it feels like, though, you feel like you have like the taste of firecrackers going off in your mouth, because the stuff is like going, it's like popping off at the back of your mouth as well, and popping off in like any random place. And if you put the microphone out, you just shoot a.
This is true. Yeah. All right, and then next one, I love Kit Kats. Kit Kats are so good. Number 9, there's this British. Have you ever heard of a Mars bar, Sega? It's a British chocolate bar. It kind of reminds me of a Snickers bar, but it's called Mars bars. Have you ever had one of those?
Mars bars exist here in Canada. What are you talking about?
It would also exist in Britain. So that's my favorite British candy. I love Mars bars. Whenever I go to England to visit my British family, Mars bars are fucking amazing. Mars bars. And then number 10, I'm going to go with Crunch Bar. I love Crunch Bars. DVD Hunter says Fun Dip. Fun Dip is also good too. Fun Dip is like is like a Pepsi stick, except you get a little white stick and you lick the white stick and then you dip it in the Fun Dip. So I do agree, DVD Hunter. That's pretty good. DVD Hunter, what was your random question? What was your random question? Yo, Visions, what's up? Good to see you. Visions just woke up from a good napo. I'll be honest, Visions, I was having a napo this morning. I totally missed church. I forgot to set my alarm clock. So shame on Fears, but man, did I have a good snooze. It was good. All right, number 10, I'm going to go with a Crunch Bar. Sega, have you ever had a Crunch Bar?
They exist here in Canada, but no, and for good reason, though. I never did like them. I never did actually like
Sega,
them.
they are damn good. All right, Sega, it's time for you. So let's see. Sega's list. All right, Sega, start naming off some.
It's really sad. It's really sad because I used to have some of the stuff about here in Canada as well. I used to go to the convenience store. When we lived in Milton, there was a convenience store not too far away from this little complex area we used to live in. Like, we had like this little complex area, and there's a convenience store like not too far away, and we would always go there and start buying some candy. Late 90s, early 2000s, so sort of say.
Nice. DVD Hunter, don't forget to ask you that random question.
I do like Reese's peanut butter cups. So
okay, so Reese's. Okay, so Reese's peanut butter cup. Okay.
I'm working down the list and working my way up, though. And I do know what I want at number 1, though. There's a reason.
All right. So, what's next?
I do like Snickers.
All right, so Snickers. Okay, got it.
But I definitely did start liking Mars a little more. So it's going to be Snickers, then Mars.
Okay, so Mars bars. Okay.
Oh, what else could we put after that? I used to like Bigfoot candies as a kid.
I've never heard of that.
These little candy feet that were red, and they were kind of similar to Hot Lips. Have you ever had Hot Lips, Fears?
No, I've never heard of Hot Lips, and I've never heard of Bigfoot candy. So I'll put. You want me to put both of them down?
No, just Bigfoot.
All right, so Bigfoot.
Because I never did like Hot Lips at all. I hated them. They were like eating. Those of the Hot Lips were like eating a cinnamon heart. Really, really spicy.
So I guess Bigfoot candy is more of a Canadian thing because I've never even heard of that, Sega. Never heard of that candy ever.
You sure? Maybe
I swear.
Let me look it up.
I've never tried Bigfoot candy ever. So as soon as you said that, I was like, that must be a Canadian candy because the good old Fears, man, I've never heard that. Never. Until now.
I find the one from the 90s, though. I found Bigfoot. I found something similar to Bigfoot, but not the one that I remember as a kid.
Tell me your guys' favorite candy or chocolate in the chat. Go ahead and put it in. So, Dr. Jenkins, Visions, Joey, DVD Hunter, Carmine, Heroes, everybody, tell us your favorite candy or chocolate or both. So, yeah. All right, Sega, we got 4 so far on your list. What's number 5?
Oh, I think I found it, Fears. Let me screen share something very quickly.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
So this is what I found online. The Bigfoot candy, and there's one from Allen's, and this is what the candy is also supposed to look like out as well.
Yep.
Very, very similar.
Fair enough,
I think Cottage Candy's remade this thing. I don't know.
I hear you. All right, Sega, what's the next one? We got Bigfoot candy, Mars bars, Snickers, Reese's peanut butter cup. What else? It doesn't matter what type of candy. It can be any type of candy or chocolate. You know,
I do like Dunkaroos today. I do like eating Dunkaroos a lot.
Dunkaroos. I've never heard of that one.
Every time I go to the store, I always buy some Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos. Okay. Now that must be a Canadian candy too, because I've never heard of that one either.
Okay, but Fierce, have you ever heard of the Fruit Cup?
I've heard of Fruit Cups, but I've never heard of Dunkaroos. I have no. What is that? What is it? A candy? Is it a chocolate? What is it?
Okay. Hang on. Let me get some Dunkaroos for you. I'll show you what Dunkaroos look like.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one. Never heard of Dunkaroos. But it's got a cool name, though. Dunkaroos. That's right.
Well, that's what they went. Well, that's what they were. Back when I was a kid in the 90s, yeah, I thought the name sounded it sounded very similar like that as well. The Fear. Say that again. Say it again.
Dunkaroos.
Well, the kangaroo actually, they had a kangaroo mascot, and the kangaroo would actually say Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos. Actually, Sega, I can't say that too many times because it'll probably end up in a troll video. Dunkaroos.
Yeah, you better stop right now while you still can.
I will.
So yeah, there was one with chocolate sauce and these little D-token cookie things that you can have. But I've always ended up buying this one where they have a vanilla sauce and these sprinkles in them, colored sprinkles.
Okay.
And there's another one like that. Oh yeah, and here's the one with the kangaroo that I was talking about. This is the kangaroo I was talking about.
Okay. Nice.
There he is on the box. This is some of the promotional art with him on the box. So that's
okay.
Pretty interesting, right? You're learning something new now, huh?
I've never heard of these, Sega. Not once. I've never heard of them. I've never seen them until now.
It looks like they have a chocolate kind as well.
I've never seen those.
These are supposed to be pretty good. I remember as well, though, they also had the pizza, the easy kids made pizza stuff, with the sauce and the cheese and the pepperoni.
Now, I've heard of the Lunchables because I had some Lunchables.
Oh yeah, Lunchables. That's where they were.
I've had Lunchables as a kid, but I've never heard of Dunkaroos. That must be a Canadian thing. I've never heard of it. If they sell it in America, then I've never had it. Never heard of it until now. Anyway,
my mind's starting to go on a blank again. I used to have fruit cups as a kid.
All right, I'll put fruit cups down
with cherries. W.cherries. Because I always bought the ones with the peaches, pears, and also little cherries inside. That's one of my favorites.
Real quick, let me catch up with the chat. Vision said his favorite candy is Sour Patch Kids. Those are pretty good, Vision. I haven't had those in quite a while. Let's see. And then DVD Hunter said that he likes Fun Day.
I used to like those too.
And then Vision says, Sega, I think there may be a smudge on your camera.
Fierce, have you ever had Warheads?
Yes, a long time ago, though. I haven't had them in quite a while, but it's been a minute.
I guess we could put that on the list, even though I don't really have them anymore.
I'll put Warheads down. Warheads.
I do like Reese's Pieces as well.
Okay, I'll put Reese's Pieces. That's a good one.
What are we at now with Reese's Pieces?
Well, you've got two more. So to complete your top 10. So two more candies.
And I know what I want for number 1, but I don't know what to put down for number 2. Oh.
It doesn't matter, Sega. I'll write them down for you. Two more candies or chocolate bars. Doesn't matter. Well, just your favorite candy.
Hang on. Maybe I'm looking up favorite snacks of all time.
There you go. There you go. So, DVD Hunter, I'm still waiting for your random question. Ask me that random question.
Go read the chat. Go catch up with the chat. I'm going to be a minute.
I'm caught up with the chat. I'm caught up with the chat. Vision said that there's a smudge on your camera. And that was the last one. So, I'm just waiting on you, Sega.
Oh, man. This is really difficult.
Take your time. Take your time, And again, Sega, I do apologize for all the hate towards you today. I don't know why people are doing that, but I don't really care what people say. What really matters is our friendship, and you shouldn't let anyone, get you down.
Smarties.
I've had Smarties. Smarties I had them in Britain. I didn't know they had Smarties.
Well, either we could have a split with that with Twix.
I'll put both down.
I'm looking at the Twix candy bar, but I'm looking at this picture with M&M's, Planters, Nuts, and Twix, and all of a sudden, about M&M's, when I looked at the M&M's, I realized Smarties used to be one of my favorites, and then I saw the Twix bars. I'm like, oh my god, no!
To be honest, Sega, the first time I had Smarties was when I was in England. I had no idea they had Smarties in Canada. That's pretty cool. Do you want me to put Twix and Smarties down on your list?
For number 2, but yes.
Okay, so I'll put Smarties down. So Smarties.
Smarties, we have to go back to the future. Yes, Exhumed Dimensions, we do.
Smarties.
And number 1, Fears? You want to know what number 1?
I'll be honest. Hang on, Sega. Visions, everybody else, it has been a long time since the Fears Man has had Smarties. but I have had them, and they are good. You know what they kind of remind me, Sega, of? Smarties kind of remind me of M&Ms. They're not M&Ms, but they kind of remind me of M&Ms.
I never did like M&Ms though, which is why I put down Smarties as number 2 because I was never a fan of M&Ms, and I know they had like the peanut ones, and there was like these delicious crispy kind.
Okay,
they were not, but there's only one problem though. They weren't M&Ms.
Okay. Oh, that's a good.
It makes sense to put Smarties in there with Reese's Pieces underneath because I used to like Reese's Pieces though, and they kind of reminded me of M&Ms, but they were not the same. And they only had like a few colors compared to M&Ms, and that's why that's why the Reese's Pieces is a bit lower on the list.
And Dr. Jenkins, I totally agree. Now it's been a while since I've had Pop Rocks, but man, I've had Pop Rocks.
That's what it was that I was talking about earlier. The little Pop Rocks, you put them in your mouth. You see all these little pop. It's like these little firecracker things are going off in your mouth.
Sega, you hear all the noises at the Pop Rocks, man. I had them as a kid. I'm telling you, though, Dr. Jenkins, it's been a long time.
Here, do you want to know what number 1 is?
Because I've had some Pop Rocks. Oh, yeah. I have had them before, though.
Are you ready for number 1, Fears?
Yeah, go ahead.
Strangely enough, it's here in my apartment.
What is it? Let's see. Jelly Bellies. Okay.
Jelly Belly jelly beans. I have like the big flavor with all the 40 flavors on here, Fears. Have a look at this. Put the camera on me for a sec.
Okay, hang on. Let me put it on you, Sega. Give me 1 second. There you go. It's all you.
So as you see, there's like 40 different flavors with this big assortment flavor that I have.
Well, DVD Hunter, you don't know if I would say no.
Like berry blue to blueberry. There's
give me 1 second.
Cake, there's crushed pineapple.
Give me 1 second, Sega. DVD Hunter, you don't know if I would say no or not. I have to see the question, and then I'll let you know if I would answer the question or not. Just ask the question. Just ask it. Then I'll let you know if I want to answer or not. But Sega, I'll be honest. Don't get mad at me. I've never had a Jelly Belly jelly bean. I've had jelly beans.
Now you are messing up because these are like jelly beans on crack.
Oh, are they? I've had jelly beans before. I have had jelly beans. These
are jelly beans on crack. We're talking like almost like assortment flavored jelly beans.
Okay.
Like you remember Harry Potter and the all the sort of jelly beans, and they had like earwax and nose boogers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've just never had that brand, Sega, but I have had jelly beans before. I've just never had that brand before. But when I get some time,
we have berry blue, we have birthday cake, there's blueberry, there's bubble gum and cotton candy, there's maple syrup, there's a pina colada in here.
All right, Sega, let's do one more top 10. One more top 10. Are you ready? Sega, do you not want to do another one?
I really don't.
Okay. Well, this next one was going to be easy. Your top 10 favorite television shows. Do you want to do that one or not?
I do have a lot, though, but man, I really don't know if I really want to. I know I'm not going to have it in correct order because I'm just going to probably get it wrong.
It doesn't be in correct order, Sega. You just name them off, and then I'll write. They don't have to be in order.
Number one, well, I know what number one's going to definitely be, and this is going to be kind of a stupid one as well, though. Actually,
yeah, they don't have to be in order. Just start naming them off, and then I'll write them down. But hang on, give me 1 second.
Here's my number one pick, though, and I know people are going to probably be mad and angry and probably call me a simp in the chat. Go right ahead, guys. Get ready to call me. Say Kemp is a simp, but it's Sailor Moon.
Fair enough. I mean, you do like Sailor Moon, so I'll put that one down first. So Sailor Moon.
But if it wasn't for Sailor Moon, though, guys, I would have discovered Pokemon and later Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! Were one of my favorites, and also Inuyasha would also come later.
Do you remember, like, when we first became friends, and you first told me you liked Sailor Moon, and then I think it was like a couple weeks later, I was like, Sega wants me to watch Moon Sailor, and you got mad, and you're like, Fierce! It's not
Sailor
Moon Sailor! It's not Moon Sailor, it's fucking Sailor Moon! And I was like, oh, my bad, Sega, my bad, buddy.
I think it was actually Yu-Gi-Oh! I wanted you to watch. Because, like I said, though, the card game would also be made out of the show.
It was both of them. I've never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've never watched Sailor Moon, but when I come to visit you, buddy, one day, we'll definitely get on some Sailor Moon. I don't know if I'll get all the way through it, Sega. I may take a nap, but I will definitely try to watch some of it for you, buddy. I promise.
And for Yu-Gi-Oh, though, I hope you try and stay away for Yu-Gi-Oh, because there's actually some shows, though, where they tried making their own rules off the card game, when in reality, though, like even the whole first season of Yu-Gi-Oh, they never did follow the card game because the card game was never made yet, though. So they were like trying to like make up their own rules as they went around, though. And by the time the card game did get made, they were still making up like some sort of like secondary rule, like this card does this, but in the card game it doesn't do this.
So Sega, let me ask you,
the prime example, card of Safe Return. We would see that card being first played in the show with Yugi going up against Slifer the Sky Drain, this powerful god card that Yugi was trying to like take down. And in the show, card of Safe Return would make the opponent draw 3 cards. In the card game, you only draw 1.
So, Sega, let me ask you a question. When it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, did the TV show come first, or did the card game came?
The show came first, but eventually, though, a year or two later, after the show got made, the card game came out, and everyone was always playing the card game, and they were kind of like trying to like follow off the show, but little did they realize, though. But yeah, this was not perfect, though, and they ended up they had to like retweet the show to like be very similar to the card game in a way.
Now, did they ever make Sailor Moon into a card game, or is that just a TV show?
Sadly, it only remained as a TV show, and then the TV show is just a bunch of girls taking out a bad guy. Like every episode, there would always be some evil villain entity would show up, and then the girls had to transform into the Sailor Scouts, and they would take out the bad guy, and then the show would pretty much be them going right back to living a normal life, with the world being like 10 times better than it was before.
Nice.
And like I said, the next episode they would do something like that again, and then again, and again. Until like the final episode, or like the last few episodes, they would finally go to like the bad guy's villain hideout, where all this stuff was happening or taking place, and that's when they would go take out the big boss or the big baddie, and it would always take up like a few episodes at least.
All right, Sega, what's the next one? So we got Sailor Moon so far on your top favorite TV shows. What's the next one?
I guess we could have I guess we could put Yu-Gi-Oh and Inuyasha underneath as well. I used to like those shows a lot.
So Yu-Gi-Oh, what was the other one?
Yu-Gi-Oh and Inuyasha.
Okay.
In fact, Inuyasha is on Netflix right now, Fears.
Nice. I don't know what that is, but I'll take your word for it. All right,
one of my favorite actors would also be in a different show, and never mind.
All right, what's number 4, buddy?
I do like The Big Bang Theory.
Now we're talking, Sega. Now we're talking. Now you're talking Fears' language. All right,
I have to be right back. If you want to do yours, you can. You can while you can. I'm going to use the bathroom.
All right, no worries, buddy. Go ahead. Big Bang Theory. I'll put that one down. While Sega's gone, I will do mine. All right. So number 1 for Fears, I'm going to put down The Big Bang Theory because I do like that show. So, DDD Hunter, just ask the question because I'm kind of curious what the question is. Again, you said it's embarrassing. I'll let you know either way if I'm going to answer or not, but I can't answer it unless you ask it in the chat. So just ask it, then I'll let you know. All right, number 1, Big Bang for Fears. Big Bang Theory. Number 2, MacGyver. Doesn't matter what kind, the old show, the new show, any MacGyver. So MacGyver. Star Trek. Doesn't matter what Star Trek show, any and all Star Trek. I'm almost done with season 1. I'm trying to get through it. Yo, Eddie says, what's up, Fears? This stream is lit. Well, I appreciate you saying that. Thank you for all the nice comments. I don't know why everyone had to go fucking going nuts on Sega. Sega come in, he's my guest. Again, I think you guys were just teasing him, but remember, Sega sometimes takes it personally, guys. We all do. I've taken it personally sometimes too, but just kind of chill it on down. Don't make fun of Sega. You know? All right. Let's see. We got Big Bang Theory, MacGyver, Star Trek. Let's see here. Knight Rider. Hell yeah, Knight Rider. Someone told me they made a new version of Knight Rider, but it was so shitty it only had one season. And David Hasselhoff only did like 2 episodes. And I was like, why would you not have David Hasselhoff in every single episode? That's probably why it was a shitty show, because David Hasselhoff is a great actor, and he's a good songwriter, and he sings songs. The motherfucker can do it all. Why wouldn't you have him in the entire show? He only did 2 episodes. That's bullshit. So, at some point, I need to watch the new version of Knight Rider, but I'll put the old Knight Rider. Knight Rider, Baywatch. I used to watch a lot of Baywatch, and we all know the reason why. Those girls running in slow motion with their boobies all flopping around and shit. Oh, the 90s were amazing. All right, let's see. Baywatch, Knight Rider, Star Trek, MacGyver, Big Bang, Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt. What else? The Real Ghostbusters. It was a show. It was a cartoon show, but it was still a show. The Real Ghostbusters. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The movies are good, but the cartoons were amazing. So, TMNT. 2 more shows. The $6 Million Man. I love the $6 Million Man. It's an old show. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. All right. Number 10. Let's see. I'm looking over at my TV section. There's so many good ones. Probably Highway to Heaven. That's one of the greatest family shows I've ever watched in my life. Yo, what's up, Sega? You're back. Sega, have you ever seen that show?
No.
You've never seen Highway to Heaven? It is such a good, like, family show, buddy. It's awesome.
Oh, well, I was away. I was about starting to think of some TV shows I watched a lot.
Okay, I'm almost done with my list, Sega. So give me 1 second, and then we'll go back to yours. So check these out.
I'm probably going to start at the bottom instead now, though. After Inuyasha being number 3.
That's fine. That's fine. So Sega, my favorite top 10. We got Highway to Heaven, $6 Million Man, TMNT, The Real Ghostbusters, Tales from the Crypt, Baywatch, Knight Rider, Star Trek, MacGyver, and then The Big Bang Theory. Those are mine.
Knight Rider is a really good one. You could put that down on my list, I guess.
Okay, so you want me to put down Knight Rider?
Because, yeah, I used to watch the Knight Rider YouTube channel, and they post up a little parts from the show, which actually look pretty interesting.
I would say that counts, Sega. So Knight Rider, what else you got?
For the bottom part, though, I'm starting from the bottom, though. But The Office, I never really like that show that much. I tried watching it, and I really did not like the show that much. Steve Carell's humor.
The Office is okay, Sega. There's 2 versions of The Office. You got the British version.
The U.S. one, though. I'm talking the U.S. one that was Steve Carell.
Okay, yeah, I mean, because there's 2. There's The Office. The British one, in my personal opinion, I like the
cringe humor did not seem to do it for me of Steve Carell. Like, Steve Carell was trying to do this cringe humor.
I'll be honest, Sega. I like The Office. I think the British version is a little bit better. Not just because I'm half British, just I like their humor a little bit better. The American Office, it's all right. It's enjoyable. I mean, I like it. I like the British one better. All right, so what else, Sega? We got.
Although there is a hilarious moment where Ricky Gervais goes to the Oscars, and Steve Carell was holding on to, or it might have been the Emmys. I forget what it was. Steve Carell had his Emmy as Ricky Gervais is on the stage, and then all of a sudden he's like, look, all I'm asking for is just give me my Emmy seat. look, Steve,
Just
I at least want my stats for Evan Almighty. Please give me my Emmy back. And then right afterwards, he's like trying to like bother him in the crowd. And for like one moment, Steve Carell's like in character as Michael Scott, like telling him to stop and telling him to go away and stuff like this. And eventually, though, he does once like pull up the Emmy and then he gives it to Ricky Gervais.
I'm so tired.
It's pretty funny.
Sega, do you know who deserves an Emmy? You and me. For all the content that we've done on fucking YouTube, we deserve goddamn Oscars and Emmys, man. When will Fears get my YouTube play button? When? I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever get it.
Only if you ever break 100,000.
I know, Sega. As much as Fears wants it, I doubt I'll ever get it. I mean, I've been trying. I don't think I'll ever hit 100,000, but we keep on trying.
Didn't you make your own YouTube play button?
I did at one point, and that was more of a gag, Sega, because I thought, well, I'll just make 2 YouTube play buttons that I hit over 1,000, and they're both on my wall. They're not real though, Sega. I just made them up. I made them up. I had somebody make them off of Etsy. One was off Etsy and one was off eBay. So, as of right now, that'll be just as good. But if I ever hit 100,000, it would be nice to get an actual play.
Now, I know someone's going to be probably angry at like number 9, but Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
What is it?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn. Okay, so Brooklyn. Yeah, I've never heard of that one. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So what's that show about? Like, I've never heard of that one.
Wait. You're telling me you never heard of Andy Samberg?
I mean, I've heard of him, but I've never watched Brooklyn 99. Never. I've heard of Andy. He's on SNL, or he was on SNL. I've never seen that show ever. But what's it about?
It's supposed to be taking place in a police building, taking place, of course, in Brooklyn. It's supposed to be a cop building, though, where where Andy Samberg is being a detective. And there's this other woman named Melissa Fumero who eventually becomes a love interest to Andy Samberg. Eventually, though, because they do hate each other at the start of the scene.
So it's kind of like a detective cop show.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'll have to check it out sometime. All right, Sega, we need 4 more. What else is Sega's top 10? What's on the top 10 favorite TV shows?
Strangely enough, I like to put Friends at number 7.
Friends is a really good TV show. I will put that down.
My mom used to really like Friends, and the main reason, though, it's a little low on the list is just because, though, I've seen clips on YouTube, though, but I've only seen clips. I want to see the whole thing.
Well, I mean,
the whole thing.
If you want to see the whole thing, I guarantee you can go to Amazon.com or eBay.com, and I'm sure you could find the entire collection of Friends episodes.
And who can forget Jennifer Aniston? She was hot as hell.
Well, she's still hot as hell, Sega. Jennifer Aniston.
That too, actually.
I mean, listen, I agree with you. She is a hot tamale.
Yes, everybody thought so too back then when it aired for the first time. Can you even believe?
I'm telling you,
Sega. As a side note, could you believe they did a spinoff?
I did not know they did a spinoff. I did not know that.
They did one with Matt LeBlanc's character, Joey. Joey got a spinoff just called Joey. And they actually had it they actually had this for like a few years after Friends ended. It didn't go anywhere, though, sadly.
Listen, Sega, you cannot deny Jennifer Aniston's hot, sexy legs. They just keep going on and on and on forever. She is hot. She's got those long, slender, sexy legs. She's pretty hot. And I think she's like 50 right now, but I don't care. She's still fucking hot. She's still fucking amazing. Anyway, all right, so we need 3 more on the list. 3 more on the TV list. What else you got? What else? What else does Sega like to watch?
55.
The what?
Jennifer Aniston's actually 55 now, but still hot as hell.
She's still hot as hell. Listen, it doesn't matter if Jennifer Aniston was 99. Fears would still think she's hot, you know?
Yes.
Same thing with Neve Campbell. She's like almost 50. I think she's like 48, 49, and Neve Campbell is super hot. Super hot.
Yes. Is what Eddie is saying.
Pretty much, Eddie. Pretty much. All right, Sega, we need 3 more TV shows. What else you got? What else should I put on the list?
I guess probably. Oh man, I really don't know. After the Friends.
What else did you watch? Did you watch any cartoon shows as a kid? Did you watch any TV shows as a kid? Like what else you got?
I do remember liking Inspector Gadget.
That is a good one. I used to watch a lot of Inspector Gadget. Go Go Gadget, the best gadget that he ever had, Sega, in my opinion. Go Go Gadget helicopter hat. That was one of my favorite gadgets.
Strangely enough, Leonard would actually have the helicopter hat. As one year for Halloween, he dressed up as Inspector Gadget and had the little helicopter hat that outside the top of his hat.
That is true. That is true. Leonard off The Big Bang Theory was Inspector Gadget. Sega, what was your favorite gadget that Inspector Gadget had? Mine was the helicopter hat. What was yours?
Oh man.
Another one was Go Go Gadget net guns, where a net would shoot out of his hand.
I think it was the inflated jacket one where he would just pull like he would pull this thing out and all of a sudden he would just inflate up like a balloon.
So he would pull one of his buttons off, and there was a wire connected to his button. He would pull the button and he would inflate.
And I do like the one though, and I do like the gadget car that swapped in between a van and a police car in an instant. That was pretty cool. If you remember the team, you remember the opening. They had that in the opening. There'd be like one point though where it'd be like a van, and then it just slims right down to like a police car in an instant.
It would start as a police van, and then the back of the police van would close down, and then it would kind of turn into like a police like Corvette, kind of.
Yes.
So
that was pretty cool.
I'm like, Inspector Gadget is driving in style, motherfucker. That's right.
Yes.
All right, Sega, we got 2 more shows. What else you got, buddy? That was a good one. I definitely enjoyed Inspector Gadget as a kid. I
used to really like Care Bears, but I really don't want to put that on the list. Don't bother putting it on the list.
I won't put it on the list. If Fears can find the entire complete series of Inspector Gadget, that's got to go in my TV collection. I may have to buy that one day, Sega. And I love cartoons. I've said this to my fans 1,000 times. It doesn't matter if you're 3 years old and like cartoons or 195. Anyone can enjoy cartoons.
I love Knight Rider on there, don't we?
You got Knight Rider. Let's see. So far, you've got Sailor Moon, Yu-Gi-Oh, the Inu one, the Big Bang
Inuyasha. Hang on, I'll put in the chat.
Big Bang Theory, Knight Rider, Brooklyn 99, Friends, Inspector Gadget. You got 2 more. 2 more.
Oh man, I might have to stick to cartoons for like the rest of this.
Fine.
I do remember liking the show Reboot, and that was kind of like a cartoon a little bit though. But
Reboot. Now, Sega, is that a Canadian TV show? Because I've never heard of Reboot. Never heard of that show ever.
I think it might be. I think this was like from like British Columbia, I think.
Okay. Because right when you said Reboot, I was like, I have no idea what Sega is talking about.
You are missing out, though, Fears, because I'm also sub to another YouTube channel, and they're airing reruns of Reboot all the time right now.
What was
Reboot? Have a vision of this, though, Fears. It's everything taking place inside of a computer. So everything inside of a computer as like a TV show, you sort of say.
So Reboot took place inside a computer, and what was on the computer, or what was in the computer, or what was it about?
Well, it started off, the first 2 seasons started off in this place called Mainframe, and they had like this guardian named Bob, and he was supposed to be like the protector and like the big guy. I guess we could say like the man for like the whole show was focused around him, trying to protect Mainframe. So
everything happened. So these creatures were inside of a computer. So everything was in a computer.
Yeah. By the end of the second season, though, as season 2 ended and as season 3 opened, though, a portal to the net opened up, and there was like these net creatures that actually started invading Mainframe. And I remember though they had to help them. They needed help from this villain character named Megabyte. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like the villain of like the villain, like there was a villain. There was actually 2 villains though of the show though, named Megabyte and Hexadecimal. Megabyte though was the bigger one though. Yeah. And Megabyte was planning to eventually get rid of Bob and actually at the end of the episode, Bob gets sent into the net, and then right afterwards, they finally close the portal to the net. And then all of a sudden, Megabyte then is like, okay, your guardian now is gone. Say goodbye to a mainframe.
I'll be
And
honest,
say hello.
this sounds kind of like a cool TV show. Everything happening in a computer. That's so cool. Caleb says, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Caleb? Templeman, what's up, dude? Good to see you again. I have not seen you in the chat in quite a long time. All right, Sega, you got one more TV show. We got Reboot on there, Inspector Gadget. What else?
Though was still supposed to be pretty good, but I do remember, though, they do with a new Guardian, and this Guardian was supposed to be a kid. And I know, like, after a few episodes later, he finally disappears, leaves of a mainframe, though. I don't want to explain how he ends up leaving, though, but eventually, though, he has to find his way back to mainframe again, though.
Okay, so this
ends up being like the first half of the third season. The second half is after he returns.
Got it. All right, Sega, what's your last TV show?
Oh man.
So far we got Sailor Moon, Yu-Gi-Oh, In-You, Big Bang, Knight Rider, Brooklyn 99, Friends, Inspector Gadget, Reboot. One more, buddy. One more. I'll be honest. I did enjoy a lot of Inspector Gadget when I was a kid. I still think he's really cool, but I definitely watched a lot of that when I was a kid. Definitely a lot.
I'm gonna have to go online to look up top TV shows of all time.
That's all right, buddy. Take your time. Take your time, buddy.
I'm seeing Mad Men, Lost, The West Wing, Game of Thrones, The Middle, ER, Community, Sopranos.
Did you like any of those?
No.
Okay.
My mom used to like The West Wing, though. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll put down The West Wing on here for now.
Okay, I'll put down The West Wing, buddy.
This was actually, ironically, though, this was not one of my favorite shows, but it was one of my mom's favorite shows, actually. She used to really like The West Wing a lot.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, Sega, I think I'm going to let you go, buddy. I'm going to do the rest of the show myself.
I got a better one instead of that.
Okay, what is it?
Sliders.
Sliders? Now, what was Sliders about?
Imagine the universe having like multiple Earths, sort of say, and they would end up warping between one Earth to like another with this little slider portal gun. Jerry O'Connell actually starred in it. This is probably how Jerry O'Connell got his beginning as the show. Fears?
I'll be honest, I don't remember that one. So I don't think I've ever seen Sliders.
John Ray Davies also starred in the show as well, and this was actually this was like a really cool show at the time. I remember watching this every Friday night back in the 90s as a kid. This was actually one probably.
Oh wow! I've never seen Sliders, but it was a good show though.
Yes.
Nice. Well, Sega, it's been a blast having you on the show. I'll have you on the show in a couple of days again, buddy. But I'm gonna end the show by myself. So I want to thank Sega for coming on. Sega, what's the rest of your weekend plans? What else are you gonna do today?
Probably nothing. I'm probably gonna get myself some pizza tonight.
Oh, nice. What type of pizza?
I'm usually going over the Little Caesars, so I'm probably gonna be getting myself a Hawaiian pizza.
Oh, nice. Nice. You know what? I have not had Little Caesars pizza in quite a long time, buddy. It's been a minute.
I need a nap now after having some of these as well.
I hear you, Sega. I've been yawning a little bit too. I may take a nap before I go into work. I totally understand, my friend. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm a little tired myself. Anyway, I'll let you go, Sega, but don't forget to subscribe to the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp.
And make sure that you follow the Twitch channel. I'm trying to get this freaking hoodie.
Follow that Twitch channel. Sega, when is the Twitch channel coming back? What date? What's the date?
September 4th.
All right.
A few days after Joey's birthday, but still, though, there's a username that you guys want to follow. I can't even tell if I have the whole name on this camera correctly.
I got you. Well, be sure to follow Sega's Twitch channel at the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp, coming back September 4th, my friends. And Sega, tell the fans one last time, what game are you going to start with on September 4th?
Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Oh, nice. Now we're talking. Now we're rocking. Now we're rolling. All right. Well,
a few days later, I'll be playing Hogwarts Legacy, and I do also plan to play a one Pokemon challenge for Get this, only one Pokemon throughout the whole game, and I will have some other Pokemon though fainted though, but they're only going to be for HM use only though. But the idea though is to get through the whole game with only one Pokemon on the team the entire time.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Well, that would be
like I said though, you do get all these HMs during the game though, and they're only going to be for like other Pokemon that I have officially fainted though, and they're only going to be used for HM use only though, because if I didn't learn it to the one Pokemon, that would just kind of ruin the whole experience, and eventually, like sooner or later, by the time I get to like Blackthorn City, which is like near the end of the game, or like near the end of the halfway point, I'm gonna have to start forgetting some of these HMs because it's gonna be too much.
I got you, Sega. Well, I wish you luck on that, buddy. And like I said, thanks a lot for coming on the show, Sega.
And when I get to Kanto Fears, I am getting the Kanto Legendaries because they were in the remakes of Heart Gold. I plan to play Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. They were in the remakes, the original games. They were kind of absent though, and the only way that I know that you could get them into Silver, Gold, Crystal were to transfer them over from Red, Yellow, and Blue. So
I hear you.
Ruins the experience a little bit.
Well, Sega, I want to thank you for coming on the show, buddy. It's always a fun time with the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on the show. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to him on YouTube and Twitch. And Sega, like I said, I'll have you on in a couple of days, either maybe next week or the week after, my friend. It's always a fun time. It's always a fun time with the Sega Camp.
Yep.
All right, I'll see you later, Sega. Peace out, buddy.
Yeah, see ya.
Have a good one, my friend. There it is, the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp. Always a good buddy, always a good time. I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom. I was just going to wait till Sega was done promoting his stuff. But I'll be right back. And I need to use the restroom. And so to be continued, I'll be right back. 2 minutes. You just go ahead and study Spock. Live long and prosper, motherfucker. Anyway, so you just study Spock and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Well, I want to thank my friend Sega for coming on. And man, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Anyway, good old Sega Camp Gamer. Let me catch up with the chat. Dr. Jenkins said, "I'll be honest, Fears, I couldn't read what Sega was saying. I'll be honest, I don't understand why people were giving Sega so much shit today. I was trying to keep the show, cool, legit, and then just bam, it was like insult after insult after insult. I was like, I wasn't trying to get Sega triggered. Then he started drinking, and I was like, oh shit. I'm like, goddamn. I was trying to tell Sega, I'm like, Sega, if that beer tastes disgusting, you don't have to drink it. I'm like, either grab some tea or some coffee or drink something else, Sega. So anyway, but I'd appreciate it, you guys. If the next time that Sega comes in, everybody likes Sega. Don't give Sega such a hard time. I would appreciate it. That's just me, though. Anyway, Vision says, it kind of looks like Sega's on screen still. Funny! That was funny, Visions. That was funny. It's Joey says, bring Sega back and start over. Listen, I wish I could, but, Sega had to go. Plus, I had to go, too, because I'm starting to get tired, Please stand by, those just joining. No, your computer didn't freeze. Fears is taking a bung. This is true. Well, not anymore. I'm back now. So, yeah. Let's see. Anyway, dude, we couldn't see him. I felt like I just walked into a room with a cheetah. That's hilarious. Anyway. Well, yeah, as you guys heard, Fears slept in a little bit too late, and I missed church, so I apologize. But I do plan on going to church next weekend. So, yeah. But I was out of milk today, so I had to go to the grocery store. But while I was at the store, I did a tiny nerd haul. So we're going to do that. So that makes, 4 nerd hauls this week? I went ham over fist with the nerd hauls this week. Next week, I think I'm just going to do 1 nerd haul. But, oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. All right. Let's do this mini nerd haul. All right, first, this is my very first Halloween buy of the season. And Visions, Halloween has not even started yet. But check it out. Bam! I got a Freddy Krueger LED lamp. So you stick this piece of glass into this thing, and you push this little button right here, and it illuminates. And it does green, but it also does different colors. It does, let's see. It says remote control. It blinks with all colors, blinks, and does fades, and it says it fades in between different colors. 16 color changing lamp with remote control. Point and click to change the colors, mode, brightness, and more. So there it is. There it is. So now I've got 2 of these lamps. So in the kitchen, I've got the Millennium Falcon light that Casey's mother bought for me. Well, and it was from Casey too, and that's in there. This one I'm going to put on my stereo over here, so whenever I put up the Halloween tree, Freddy Krueger will be right by the Halloween tree. So there it is. So I'm going to set it up tonight before I go into work. I'll take a picture of it and have it illuminate, and then I'll probably Instagram it tonight. So we'll see how it looks tonight, but there's that. Let's see. The webcam he has is ancient, 10 years. Is it really? Is Sega really? Does he really have the same webcam of 11 years? Oh wow, wow. Or are you just saying that N4 to make me laugh? Or is his webcam? I'm not making fun of Sega, but is it really 11 years old? If that is true, that's nuts. But Sega is great no matter what. I'll be honest, I don't even know how much webcams are. How much is like a good webcam? I have a good camera because my webcam is built into my laptop, and I've only had this laptop for I think 2 years now, maybe 3. I honestly can't remember. Dr. Jenkins says, Casey Neistat. You know what, Dr. Jenkins, I'll be honest. Casey Neistat is still my favorite YouTuber. But let's be honest. He's so famous, he barely makes any content anymore. I mean, he makes like 1 video a month or 1 video every 2 months. I understand why, though. He's got 3 children, a wife. So he wants to spend more time with his family. And he's last time he did a video, he was talking about opening up a new business. I forgot what type of business he's doing, but I get it. But man, do I miss his content. I wish he would make more content. That's just, I'm being honest. So yeah. But anyway, what do you guys think of this? I thought this would look really cool. I was like, man, this would look so cool. Lit up near the Halloween tree. So I'm going to set it up tonight, but I'm not going to set up the Halloween tree until either the second to the last week of September or the last week in September. That's usually when I put up the Halloween tree. So, and I'll probably do a vlog on it, so you guys will be able to see it. Anyway. So there's that. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is cool? Now I'll be honest. As much as I like Freddy Krueger, he's not my favorite. But this was the only one available. As soon as I find one that has a Michael Myers one, that would be my favorite LED light. But they had all they had was, well, they had Jason at Walmart, but they were all sold out of Jason. So I got Freddy, and I asked them, I'm like, do you guys have any Michael Myers LED lights? And they're like, no, sadly, we don't have that one. And I was like, all right, fair enough. Give me 1 second. I think Sega's messaging me on my phone. I'll be right back. So Sega said, hey, Fears, thanks for having me on. And I said, no problem, buddy. Sorry that people were teasing you. It happens to the best of us. Sega said, I tried to clean the camera as best I could. I know you did, Sega. I know you tried to clean it. I'm just going to put no problem, no worries. No problem, buddy. No worries. And then I'm gonna reassure him. I don't think you guys actually hate Sega. I think you guys were just teasing him. So I'm gonna say no problem, no worries, buddy. Because I don't want Sega to get his feelings hurt. People don't hate you. They were just teasing. Hopefully you guys were just teasing. All right, gotta go, Sega. Got to finish the show. Sega's a good guy. I just wish people would not give him a lot of shit. But I get a lot of shit sometimes. So it is what it is. I try to be super nice to Sega because, you know, he's a cool guy. Same thing with Tommy. People give him a lot of shit too, but it is what it is. There's good people on YouTube and there's bad people on YouTube, and we all know that Fears gets a lot of shit on YouTube. I just try and do my best and not worry about the haters. It does suck sometimes, though. The hate can get agitating. It really does. All right, next on the so I bought this, so I can't wait to install this and have this as one of my new. I'm gonna leave this up all year round, but especially around Halloween time, because I always keep the Millennium Falcon light on. Not during the day, but I have it on at night, and then I have it on while I'm at work. So I can't wait to install this tonight. And then I got a new bookmarker because I'm going to start reading my favorite TikToker's book, Donnie Dust's Wild Wisdom, and I'm almost done reading Paul Tuttle Jr.'s bio book. And up until now, I would just take like a scratch piece of paper and use that as my book saver, and I'm like, I actually need a like an actual book, like thing. And they did have some Ghostbuster ones available, but they were all sold out. And I was like, God damn it. Excuse me, I don't mean to take the Lord's name in vain, but you guys know I love Ghostbusters a lot more than Jurassic Park. So I went up to the lady. I was like, is there any more is there any more Ghostbuster book savers? And they were like, no. And I was like, all right. Anyway, so all they had left was Minecraft, which I've never even played Minecraft, and they had Jurassic Park, and then they had what was the other one? The other one, Star Wars, and I was like, I have plenty of Star Wars stuff, so that's why I went with the book saver. I don't know what you want to call this. It's like whenever you want to save your place in a book, you just put this in. So I thought this Jurassic Park one was like super cool. So yeah, that's why I got it. All right. And then I've got plenty of Mickey Mouse merch, but I barely have any Goofy, and I like Goofy. I got some Goofy boxers, my friends. So the next time I go to Disney World, Fears will be rocking these super sexy Goofy boxers, and all the ladies will want to jump on me and pretty much make out with me and go nuts. I'm just joking. They probably won't do that. I just liked these boxers, so I thought I would get them. So Goofy boxers, and there you are. A bookmark. I knew what it was called, DVD Hunter. I'm just getting tired. I wasn't yawning at Sega. I was just yawning in general because I'm getting tired. But anyway. So yeah. So a bookmark. I knew what it was called. I was having a brain fart. Anyway. Oh my Lord. Anyway, let me catch up with the chat. Let me catch up with the chat here. Sega is great. We just can't see him. LOL. I hear you, N4, but I just didn't want people giving him a lot of shit, Anyway. Let's see here. N4. Give me 1 second, Vision. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. N4 says a new webcam would cost one mini nerd hall to a regular size nerd hall. Okay, fair enough. Dr. Jenkins says, we don't hate him. We can't see him. Don't make it all dramatic. I wasn't trying to make it dramatic, but I'll be honest. You guys were kind of going a little tough on Sega today. I mean, you guys were going ham over fist, kind of giving him some hate. I'm just saying. And, I don't want to hurt Sega's feelings. I wasn't speaking for you, DVD Hunter. I'm just saying a lot of people were giving him a lot of shit, I'm just saying people were giving him a lot of shit. And I could tell that he was getting a little triggered, and I was like, well, I don't want him triggered. Because my show is all about having fun and hanging out with the fans and keeping the good times a-rolling. But anyway. No one was teasing him. I don't know. To me, I think a lot of people were teasing him. That's just me. I'm just, anyway. That's just me. Anyway. Oh, man, I'm getting tired myself. Let's see. Vision said, I saw Alien last night. It was all right. Right on, Vision. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Now, I didn't know this. I thought it was a sequel. It's kind of a prequel. It goes, if you want to watch them in order, you watch, hang on. I had the order. I put it on my Facebook. Someone put the order of it on my Facebook. Because now that's the 7th one in the series. Let me go to my Facebook because I posted the order of how you watch the Aliens. You watch it. Let's see here. Let me find it. I just posted it on my Facebook a little while ago. Apparently, it's a prequel, though, to one of the older movies. But let me find it. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, shit. Now I won't be able to find it. Damn it. Hang on. Let me go to Google. I'll find the order. Let's see. If you want to watch the entire Alien movies in order. There we go. So you watch it like this. So it would go like this. You would watch Aliens first, 1979, then Aliens, 1986, then Predator, 1987, then Predator 2, then Aliens 3. I'm sorry, this is a different one. This is how you would watch it. Excuse me. That's the wrong one. Oh, where is it? Hang on. Let me pull it up. It would be, here we go. No, that's the wrong list too. Hang on. Where is the list that I had? I just had the list and I cannot remember. Let's see. Here we go. How to watch the Alien franchise in chronological order. So you would watch Alien versus Predator, Alien versus Predator 2, then Prometheus, then Alien Covenant, then Alien Romulus. So it is a prequel to Aliens 2. So you'd watch Alien next, then Alien Romulus, then Aliens, then Alien 3, and then Alien Resurrection. That's how you would watch them all. So there it is. So it is. I thought it was a sequel to Alien Resurrection. It isn't. It's a prequel to Aliens 2, or Alien 2, basically. Aliens. So you watch Alien versus Predator, then Alien versus Predator 2, Prometheus, Alien Covenant, Alien, then Alien Romulus, then Aliens, Alien 3, then Alien Resurrection. So there it is. So I cannot wait to get that in the series. I had it saved. I apologize. And then I had it on my desktop, and I guess I accidentally trashed it. So I had it ready to go. So my bad, Visions. But yeah. But anyway, Joey says, Fears, I think he deserves it. I don't think he deserves it, Joey. You know? And he did, and to be fair, he did try to clean his camera. So I'm just saying. That's just me. Anyway. Vision says, okay, so pre-Aliens. Yeah. I'll be honest, Visions, I didn't know that too. I thought, okay, it's going to be a sequel to Alien Resurrection. As I started watching it, I was like, wait a minute. Some of this shit happens before Aliens. And they referred a lot in the movie. They referred a lot to Prometheus and Alien. I was like, so this is an in-betweeny movie. So it goes all the Alien versus Predator, then Prometheus, and then Alien Covenant, then Alien Romulus, and so on and so forth. It was still good. Do not get me wrong. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I can't wait to buy it because that'll be the 7th one in the series. I thought it was a sequel though. So anyway, that's just me. I thought it was a sequel. And then when I did more research, I'm like, it's not a sequel. It's an in-betweeny movie, and it's a prequel to Alien 2, Aliens. Which I don't understand why they didn't just call the second Alien, Alien 2. Because it goes Alien and then Aliens with an S. I'm like, that's just going to make it more difficult. Just call it Alien 2, because the third one they called Alien 3. But whatever works, you know. But even though it's a prequel, Visions, I still enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it, buddy. I'm not going to I know there's a lot of people in the community that still haven't seen it. So I don't want to ruin it for anyone. It's good. It's really good. It's a good addition to the franchise. I know they're going to make an 8th Alien at some point. I don't know when, but trust me, they'll make another one. Oh yeah. Let's see. Joey says Alien versus Predator is a non-canon, so you don't need to see it for any. I disagree, Joey. I think Alien versus Predator 1 and 2 is really good. I love those because I like the Predator series and I like the Alien series. So I always try to watch those in sequence. So yeah. Joey says, I haven't watched it yet, but the alien from the last one, yeah. Well, Joey, you'll like this new one. I'll be honest. Prometheus, I didn't like. Alien Covenant, I didn't like. Those two were crap, in my opinion. They're okay. I'm not saying they're horrible, but they're a little crappy. Prometheus was a little crappy. Alien Covenant, I don't know. It's just kind of weak sauce, you know. But this new one, it was a solid watch, my friend. A solid watch. So anyway, that's just me. Joey says he has the spear in him still. He used a dry paper towel, so he just smeared it. Yeah, but I don't like people like really. I mean, listen, Sega and Tommy, you know, they have autism, so I try to be super nice. I'm not using their autism as an excuse. I don't like to make fun of anyone, you know, so I try to treat everyone with dignity and respect. And some people give Tommy and Sega, you know, they tease him a little bit, you know. I think a little bit too much. That's just my forte, but anyway. Vision says that, there are 2 hours of very close calls and then very close call escapes and lots of aliens. Oh, yeah. For sure, Visions. There was definitely a lot of close calls. I mean, if they would have moved a few seconds to the left or a few seconds to the right, a few of those people would have lived or died. So a lot of close calls, a lot of escapes. I do agree. Andy was a very cool character. Andy's a robot. And he's a little bit different than the other robots in the other Alien movies, but it's within the same company, you know. Joey, I would never work for that company. They do not treat their employees that well, my friends. I would never in a million years work for that company. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all, my friends. Not at all. That would not be the first career move in Fears' go-to job placement. No, 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 no. But yeah, Visions. I thought Andy was a very good character, and I don't want to say anything more because I don't want trolls saying, "Oh, Fears ruined it for me," you know. So I'm glad you enjoyed it, buddy. If anyone in the community hasn't seen it, I definitely recommend it. I think it's a really good movie. Is it the best Alien movie ever made? No, I don't think. I still enjoy Alien and Alien 2 is my 2 all-time favorite Alien movies in the franchise, you know. So anyway, I'm just saying. Those are still my 2 go-to watches in the Alien series. But anyway, yeah, that was pretty cool, Visions. I did enjoy them bringing that character back. And it was quite a surprise. I was like, ooh, I did not know they were bringing that guy back. So anyway. All right, let's continue on. Well, not just, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, DVD Hunter. But you know, if I spoiled it for anyone, the trolls would be the first one. Oh, Fears is an asshole. He spoiled it for everybody. And then that would be another thing that they would want to hate on me. Because they already hate on me for a lot of other shit. And I was like, that's one less thing I don't want them to hate me on, you know. Because it gets way too much. Not all the time, just sometimes. But, man, it gets pretty crazy sometimes. All right, let's see. Where's my pen? All right. Time for the top 10. I just finished. I went back recently and watched all of seasons 1, 2, and 3 of American Choppers. So I wanted to pick my top 10 favorite episodes all through American Choppers season 1, 2, and 3. So I think that's what we're going to do. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Forget my yawns. I'm a little tired. I got to get a good cat nap in before I go into work tonight because the eyelids are getting a little droopy. And I'm almost done editing. I think the next video that I'm going to upload is my my Deadpool and Wolverine vlog where I went and go watch it. I think that one's coming next. Then the Alien review, and then after that, I'm gonna finally get up that Adam the Woo content where I met him and interviewed him at one of the Comic-Cons. Those are the, and then the fourth one I'm gonna put up is a Disney vlog that I should have already had up. So I've been jumping back and forth and editing them. I'm trying to get all that stuff. I'll be honest, I had to re-upload some stuff because that troll hit me with a privacy complaint, even though he's not in it. And so I had to take it down and re-upload it, and it was a bunch of bullshit. So I've been dealing with all that bullshit. So it is what it is. I'm trying not to let that guy get me down, but man, he's been going nuts on Fears the last couple of weeks. It has not been a good couple of weeks for Fears. That's all I got to say. All right. Let's start with season 1. Oh, but I hope everybody had a good weekend. Excuse my yawns. Either I got way too much sleep. I probably got way too much sleep, and I'm tired. Because if you get too much sleep, then you get tired. Or I didn't get enough sleep. But I woke up, I saw my clock, and I was like, damn it, I missed church. So next Sunday, and see, my church doesn't do they only have one service a week, and they always have it on Sunday. I would love if my church had one Sunday night, Wednesday night or Wednesday morning. Like if I got done with work, early, I could go on Wednesday, but they don't have a week service. They only have it on the weekend, so I missed it. So I do know him, DVD Hunter. I don't know him well, but I've got to hang out with Adam the Woo not once, not twice. I've got to hang out with him 3 times so far. Every time it's been at Dave's. They've been at different conventions, but Dave, my friend, not Dave. My friend Jeff owns all 3 conventions that I've met Adam the Woo at, and we've met 3 times. I've only been on camera with him once because I didn't want to bother him the other 2 times because he had his vlogging camera and he was streaming with his friends. So I thought, well, I've already got him once on camera. The 3rd time, though, I got to be in his video. So I'm going to try at some point, I'm going to try and find his email or message him on Instagram and say, hey, Adam, can I use that little piece that I was in your vlog at the convention and just put it on my channel? Because I would love to put my cameo up on my channel. And if he says yes, then I would love to show you guys my little cameo. I'm only on his vlog for 20, 30 seconds, something like that. But it was an honor to be in his vlog. It was amazing. All right, here we go. So top 10 American Chopper episodes. Seasons 1 through 3. All right, here we go. So number 1 has to be the very first episode, the Black Widow bike. The Black Widow bike I thought was a really good go-to start for the show. So the Black Widow bike. It's going to be hard to pick just 10 because they've got so many good episodes in the first 3 seasons. Let me see here. So the Black Widow bike. Probably the fire bike when Paul Tuttle Jr. designed a fire engine bike to dedicate and to honor the firefighters. I thought that was a really cool episode. So the fire bike. Probably when they gave Mikey an opportunity to build his bike. The Mikey bike was pretty cool. So Mikey's bike was pretty sweet. And then let's see here. It's good. It's a good thing that they have all the names of the episodes right here. I think I'm gonna go with those three for season 1. Season 2. Probably the Will Smith bike. Will Smith. It was a 2-part episode where Will Smith had just finished filming the iRobot movie, and he asked Paul Tuttle Jr. and Paul Tuttle Sr. to make him an iRobot bike. So the Will Smith bike. iRobot. Which, by the way, if you guys have never seen iRobot, great sci-fi movie. So good. All right, number 5. Probably episode 13 on season 2. It was called the Mike Tuttle special, where Mikey showed everyone all the behind the scenes, all the goofs and gags and all the bloopers. So that one's the Mikey special. So I'm going to put that one down. That one was really good. That one was a really good show. Oh, I can do that, Visions. Visions said, Fears, my girlfriend wants to know your top 10 music bands. I can do that. No worries, Visions. I'll be honest, Visions, and you know this, but I will reiterate it to all my fans. Fears, I enjoy music. I appreciate music, but let's be honest. Fears likes movies more, but I do like some music. So I will... I hate to always call your girlfriend Visions Mrs. Visions, but I don't know her name. So, Visions' girlfriend, if I ever meet you and Visions, it's going to be weird to actually know Visions' real name one day when I hang out. I guarantee you, Visions, whenever we hang out, I'll probably just call you Visions, because the same thing, I've been wanting to hang out with Pixel one day. I know Pixel's real name. I know Pixel's real name. I don't know if he wants me to out him on camera, but I know his real name because I have Pixel on Instagram and I have him on Facebook. So, but the same thing. If I ever hung out with Pixel, it would be like, yo, Pixel this and Pixel that. It would be the same thing, Visions. I would probably just call you Visions the whole time we'd hang out because I've gotten used. Like, I guarantee you, Visions probably has a normal name. Like my real name's John Fears, you know, but everyone just calls me Fears because they think Fears is way better than John. I'm honored to be John because my dad is John, my grandfather's John, I'm John. If I ever have a son, he'll be John. One of my uncles is John. My great-grandfather, his name was John. So that was Grandpa Fears' dad's name. His name was John. So there's a lot of Johns in my family. My mom... And I promised my dad, whenever I was sitting in the hospital with my dad said, John, if you ever have kids, please keep the family legacy name going. And I was like, no problem, Dad. I just have to meet Mrs. Fears in order to fucking do that. So where the hell are you? I'm running out of time. I'm going to be 41. Where are you, Mrs. Fears? Hello? Anyway. So Visions, it's going to be really weird to be like, oh, hi, Mrs. Visions, how are you? Oh, your name is actually this. Oh, Visions' actual name is this. So, yeah. Fears, let's put it this way. Her name is not Rebecca. Oh, I know that. I know that. Let's see. There is a fake John Fears in Heroes Live. Or is that really? It's not me. But now I'm going to have to go to do Heroes channel real quick, and I want to see what this fake John Fears is actually saying. It's definitely not me because I'm doing a show for you guys. So let me figure out what this guy is saying. He's probably saying all sorts of crazy shit.
And I will keep watching it. I will let you know by the end.
Let's see here.
Okay, but
well, if he is in there, I can't see him, DVD Hunter, because I see Rezi. And I see some girl named Jeannie Zed. Oh, wait, there it is. John Fears Bung. That's definitely not me, so I'm going to go ahead and block that guy. Yep, that is definitely not me. And I'm going to tell Heroes that. So, Heroes, there is a fake John Fears in the chat. And that is not me. So, go ahead and block him if you want. And if he doesn't see it, I'm going to send him a text. So give me 1 second. I just said, hey, Heroes, there's a fake John Fears in the chat. You may want to block him. Just letting you know, if he starts saying wild shit, it's not me. So, anyway. So, just to let him know. Anyway. Hopefully Heroes sees it, because I don't want to play his live stream on my live stream. But yeah. All right, well, let's get back to it. I've done my good deed for the day, my friends. All right. Let's see here. Anyway. Vision's real name. Yeah, right, Joey. Well, I guess I'll find out someday whenever we hang out, Vision. So if it really is, Visions is like, shh, Joey, mum's the word. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know, Joey. I have no idea. I have no idea. That would be a question for Resi or Sega. I don't get involved in people's relationships or their business. I have no idea. All right. So let's continue on with the top 10 American Chopper episodes, my friends. So far we got the Black Widow bike, the Fire bike, the Mikey bike, Will Smith iRobot bike, the Mikey special, where he showed all the behind the scenes, all the goofs, all the gags, all that stuff. That was a good one. Let's see here. Hang on. Give me 1 second. I have to take this. I will be right back. I don't want to say who called me, but somebody called me, and I hope it's not who I think it is, but just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I need to listen to something. So I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second. right, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm back. No, YouTube did not call me. I'm not going to say who it was, but pretty much a troll called me, left a voice message, and he was trying to scare me. I'm not scared whatsoever. I'm not scared of any troll. And I certainly didn't want to play his voice message on my stream, you know, because that's what he wants. He wants a reaction. So zero response, not afraid of any troll. So let's just move on. Let's continue on. Anyway, I'm not going to say who it was. Did YouTube call? YouTube definitely did not call. All right, let's see here. I think that's all the ones that I'm going to do for season 1. Season 2. I'm sorry. That was the rest of season 2. Season 3, I'm going to write down the Mikey and Vinny bike. Mikey's best friend, Vinny, they made a bike together. So I'm going to put that one down. That was a good show. So the Mikey and Vinny show. They made a bike together. Let's see here. The police bike was really cool when they made a police bike to honor the police department. So the police bike. And then, let's see here. I'm going to put the Mikey Vinny Part 2 episode because it took them 2 shows to make that. So Mikey and Vinny Part 2. Let's see here. I'm going to go back to season 2. I do like when they took a bunch of tools. I think it was like snap tools, and they made a whole bike using actual tools, and they welded tools into the frame of the bike, which I thought was really cool. So the tool bike. And then the last one, I'm going to put down the Statue of Liberty bike. That one was a really cool bike. All right. And again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that these trolls have been calling me, and I'm sorry about all the drama the last couple of weeks. Let me just reiterate. I know that troll will never believe me, but I hope you guys believe. I hate drama. I fucking hate drama. I can't stand drama. The only reason why I struck that guy's channel is because I don't believe in using other people's content. He, on the other hand, likes to use my content. And if you noticed, I'm not going to say his name or his channel name because I don't want to give him any more exposure than he already has. And I have to choose my words wisely because if I say anything bad, then he'll strike this one. I have all those cartoons that he's made of me and Randall or me or whatever. I've never struck those because that's all of his content. I would never strike those because not any of that. I've only ever strike the ones where he uses my whole video or a portion of my video or a lot of my video. I was only trying to basically defend my channel and defend my content because I work really hard on those videos. And it's been a bunch of bullshit. He's striked some videos that had nothing to do with him, and he basically bullshitted and said like privacy, and it's not. I've had to take those down and re-up. It's a pain in the ass. So anyway. So I've been trying to ignore him as much as possible, but he basically called and threatened me, and I'm not afraid of him. So I just listened to his voicemail once and said, okay, that was a waste of my time, and then I deleted the voicemail. That's basically all what it was. Was that really you and Michael Ray Bowers chat? No, I haven't been in his chat in quite a long time, if I'm being honest. So that wasn't me. I thought you were drunk, but I still love you, Fears. That definitely was not me, because I haven't been in a Michael. I know of him, and I've gotten his autograph, and I love that show, Camp Anawana, Salute Your Shorts. But it's been a long time since I've been in Michael Ray Bowers' chat, so that for sure was not me. So, yeah. All right, so the top 10 episodes that I like from seasons 1 through season 3 of American Chopper: Black Widow, the Fire Bike, the Mikey Bike, the Will Smith iRobot Bike, the Mikey Special, the Mikey and Vinny Bike, the Police Bike, Mikey and Vinny Bike Part 2, the Tool Bike, and the Statue of Liberty Bike. Those are like my top 10 of seasons 1 through 3. Maybe next time I'll do the top 10 episodes of like season 4, 5, and 6. And then after 6 is when Junior and Cedar split apart. And then the show was called American Chopper Senior versus Junior, which I don't have all those. I'm still trying to hunt those down. I've got seasons 1 through season 5. So I need to get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then a year ago, they filmed they came back and filmed season 11 and 12. And when I was on my vacation back in Missouri, I bought both of them. It was either off of Amazon Prime or one of those streaming. And I caught up and watched all of season 11, all of season 12. And seems like they've gotten better, Senior and Junior, at their relationship as father and son. So that's good, because they fought a lot. All right. Now, Visions, I'm going to do my top 10 favorite bands, because you said your girlfriend wanted to know my top 10 bands. Again, I'll reiterate, I like music. I enjoy music. I just enjoy movies more, but I will do my best. So, top 10 music bands. I'd say my favorite one of all time, the very first time I went to a concert, was the Beach Boys. It was either their 10-year anniversary or their 15th anniversary, and it was like in downtown St. Louis, like near the Arch. I was like, I don't know, I was 6 or 7. My mom, my dad, my brother. Oh, no, my brother wasn't there because I don't think he was born yet. So it was me, my mom, some of my British uncles were in town, my grandpa Fears, my grandma Fears came. A bunch of my cousins and from England had came over and visit. So I was very, very young. So I'm going to put down as my first favorite band, the Beach Boys. And my favorite song from the Beach Boys is Wouldn't It Be Nice? Wouldn't It Be Nice? So that's my favorite. So Beach Boys as the first band. Second band, I love CKY. My buddy Eric got me into CKY. Because that's Bam Margera's brother, Jess Margera's band. And probably my favorite song out of CKY is probably Flesh into Gear. That's a really good song. So CKY. Number 3. Eric really got me into a band. It's a Finland band called Him. And I don't think Bam, and I think his name is Valo, is the main singer. I don't think they're friends anymore, but they were friends. So when I was in my teens and in college, I really enjoyed Him. So every once in a while, I still listen to Him. So I'm going to put Him down. Let's see. DVD Hunter says, can you tell Larry to leave me alone? That guy. Well, listen, I'm not in charge of anyone, DVD Hunter. I could say it a million times. Hey, Larry, leave my YouTube fans alone. And he probably wouldn't listen to me because Larry doesn't like me anymore. And I don't like him anymore. And I pretty much don't want any more drama. There's been so much drama the last 3 or 4 weeks. I'm trying to steer away from drama. So I could say it. I could say, hey, Larry, leave DVD Hunter alone, leave all my fans alone until I'm blue in the face, and it wouldn't make a difference. So I'm not even going to waste my breath, DVD Hunter. As much as I would like him to leave me and everybody else alone, you know, trolls, they're going to do whatever they want. It's worthless for me to even waste my breath. Like, hey, just leave me alone. I've even asked that one guy that makes all those stupid videos about me. I've asked him. He called me one time, and I tried to reason with him on the phone. And I said, are you ever going to stop trolling me? And he said, no. And I said, all right, well, then it's worthless talking to you, you know? And I just hung up the phone. I was like, well, then I'm wasting my breath. So I tried to reason with that guy, and I'm like, well, he pretty much gave me a straight answer. I'm like, okay, you're not going to stop making your videos. You're not going to stop trolling me. Well, then it is what it is. And I'm like, I'm more mature. I'll just walk away, you know? Do I like that someone's making troll videos about me? Obviously not, but I mean, what are you going to do? So it is what it is. All right, let's see here. Beach Boys, CKY, him. Let's see here. Me and my dad used to listen to a lot of AC/DC. I still listen to AC/DC. So AC/DC. Probably Elvis. I like Elvis. Any and all of Elvis's songs. So Elvis. Let's see, what else? And again, DVD Hunter, I don't even want to talk about that person on my chat. The only reason why I talked about it is because you asked me a question. So I have to be really careful on what I say, because I don't want my channels to get struck any more than they already have, and privacy complaints and all that fucking bullshit, you know? I just want to make my content and be left alone, you know? Let's see. We got Beach Boys, but I was trying to be as open and honest with my fans and you as possible. So that's the last thing you're going to hear me say about that guy. So let's just forget about it. Let's see. All right, Visions, Beach Boys, CKY, him, AC/DC, Elvis. Let's see here. What else? What else do I like? I like a lot of music, but again, this one's hard because I like movies more, but I'm trying to hone it down to like 10. Let's see here. Well, I was going to put Creed down. I used to listen to a lot of Creed like in high school and college, but I haven't listened to Creed in like quite a long time. So I'm not going to put Creed down. Probably. Oh, what's that band? It's got that one guy. He was on SNL with in a Wayne's World skit. Oh God. Oh, I know the band's name. I can't fucking think of it. Hang on. Because me and my dad used to listen to it a lot too. Oh, hang on. Let me Google it. I can't remember their fucking name. They were in Wayne's World 2. And they were in SNL. Band in Wayne's World 2. Aerosmith. I can't believe I forgot that. I do like Aerosmith. And I hope they never take Aerosmith out of Disney World. Aerosmith has their own. It's called the Rock and Roller Coaster in Hollywood Studios. I love that fucking ride. They better never take that roller coaster out, man. So I like Aerosmith. All right, so 4 more. Let's see here. I need 4 more. Let's see, what else? Let's see, I've got Beach Boys, Elvis, CKY, him, AC/DC, Aerosmith. I like Metallica a little bit. I'll put Metallica down. Metallica, because my dad, Visions, introduced me to a bunch of these old ones. Like, my dad loved Aerosmith. My dad liked Hootie and the Blowfish. That was probably his favorite band, Hootie and the Blowfish. I don't remember listening to a lot of Hootie and the Blowfish. I'm not going to put that one down. That was my dad's. But I remember me and my dad used to listen to a lot of Elvis, a lot of Aerosmith, a lot of Metallica. So the reason why I like those bands is because my dad got me into them. So my dad liked music more than I did, but my dad liked some cool bands. All right, let's see what else. Let's see here. I need 3 more. Give me a second. I'm trying to think. Probably the Rolling Stones. That was another band that me and my dad listened together. Let's see here. My dad liked a lot of 80s bands. So do I. I need to look up a few more. Motley Crue. I like Motley Crue. Because Eric got me into those guys too, Motley Crue. So did my dad. Motley Crue's a good one. And then probably, I don't know. Me and Eric did listen to Guns N' Roses, but they're okay. But I like Van Halen a little bit better than Guns N' Roses. So I'm going to put down Van Halen. That was hard, Visions, but I did my best. So, Beach Boys, CKY, him, AC/DC, Elvis, anything of Elvis. It doesn't matter what, just anything. Aerosmith, Metallica, Rolling Stones, Motley Crue, and Van Halen. So there it is. That was as best as I could do. Anyway. All right. Yeah, I do like a lot of rock and roll. I do like a lot of rock and roll, but I like a little bit of, I like soft rock, I like rock and roll, a little bit of heavy metal. I'll tell you what though, I couldn't do that screamo, what was that fucking band you told me about, Vision? What was it, like Acid Death or whatever the hell it was called, or Toxic Death? It was literally screamo. I was like, and you could barely hear what the fuck the guy was saying. And I was like, eventually, one of these days, what if this guy just slows down and just does some duets, or something, I couldn't even understand. I don't remember the band you told me about it. It was like Toxic Death or like Napalm Death or some shit. I can't remember what the fuck the name of it. It was something like that. And then you had me listen. Then you had me listen to your friend's band Bung. And I thought you were shitting me. I was like, there's no way that there's a band called Bung. And you're like, no, Fears, I'm dead serious. And your friend's band, the Bung one, I put the headphones on, I listened to that. That was screamo. And I was like, nothing against your friend's band, Visions, because we're buddies. I was like, I can't understand a word what this guy is saying. So, yeah. Vision says, oh, Napalm Death is good. Yeah, I think that's the one you told me to listen to. So I'm pretty sure you told me to listen to Napalm Death first. I listened to that first, and then you're like, hey, Fears, my buddy's got a band called Bung, ironically. And I was like, there's no way. And he's like, Fears, I'm dead serious. My friend has a band called Bung. And I was like, oh, my God, that's nuts. I listened to him, and it was just screamo. So I'm not making fun of Napalm Death. I'm not making fun of your friend's band, but I could understand the word that they were saying. So, anyway, Visions, I hope your girlfriend enjoyed that one. So, Visions' girlfriend, the top 10 music bands are Beach Boys, CKY, him, AC/DC, Elvis, Aerosmith, Metallica, Rolling Stones, Motley Crue, and Van Halen. Van Halen. So, there we are. All right, let's see. What's next? And then I got some more Fear stories. I'm getting tired, so I'm going to tell just one fear story. I had three. I had 2 or 3 saved, but I want to get some editing in today, and I may have an early. I'm sorry, I may have a late lunch because I'm starving. I didn't have all I had this morning was breakfast. I had some toast and some orange juice. I skipped lunch. So I gotta either have a snack or I'll just wait till dinner because anyway. So I'm gonna try and get a new vlog up today. I'm gonna try. So we'll see. Maybe later on tonight. But anyway. All right, I got one fear story. And again, I have to reiterate so the trolls don't think I'm lying. I don't remember the entire story. I'm gonna tell you the bits that I remember. Because every time I tell a story, they're like, oh, Fears is such a fucking liar. I'm like, I'm not a liar. I don't have a good memory. So I'm going to tell you the stuff that I remember. And also, I was drunk this night, so that's another reason why I don't remember the entire story. Because this story involves me, Trent, Eric, Tom, I think Brian. Oh, Brian was there, but he came later on in the night. And then Trent's ex-girlfriend, Meredith. And then I believe Eric's girlfriend at the time was there. Now they're married. So I was a little drunk, so I'm going to tell you guys what I remember. I'm not lying. I'm just telling you right now, I don't remember the entire night. I'm going to tell you guys what I remember. I was invited to another one of Trent's parties. I get there. We're all having a good time. We're getting drunk. All of a sudden, I'm going to tell, like I said, I'm going to tell you what I remember. The night, I keep getting a little bit more drunk and a little bit more drunk and a little bit more drunk. All of a sudden, I took a nap. I wake up. Eric is tapping me on the shoulder, like, Fears, wake up. I wake up. I'm like, dude, come on, man. I'm trying to sleep. And I think I was crashed on, I either crashed on Trent's bed or his couch. I don't remember. And he's like, Fears, get up. And I'm like, what, dude? I'm trying to take a nap. And he goes, Fears, you got to see this. Trent's going fucking nuts outside. I'm like, oh, God. I'm like, what now? And he's like, just come outside. He goes, Trent's been doing this for the last 15, 20 minutes. So I'm like, all right. So I get up. I go outside. I guess Trent got so fucking wasted. He went into his garage, grabbed a whole bunch of tools. Why? I don't know. And I guess he was trying to make me and Tom and Eric and laugh. He took all these tools and he ran down the street. About halfway down, he got under someone's car and was like, yo, like, I'm Mr. Fix-It. I'm Mr. Mechanic. And we're all laughing our ass off. And he's literally like, and we're trying to get him to stop what he's doing. I'm like, Trent, this was someone's car. Do not remove any nuts or bolts or anything off someone's car. And he's like taking a little screwdriver and like knocking it on someone's like underneath their engine. And he kind of pulled his pants down to have like a plumber butt crack. We're on the ground fucking dying. That's all I remember, though. So he didn't actually remove anything off of someone's car, but he was acting like he did. And he was just screaming and hollering, and Eric grabbed all the tools. I remember him doing that because he was like, Fears, there's no fucking way I'm going to let Trent work on someone's car because it's not his car. I'm like, yeah, I would grab the fucking tools, buddy. So he grabbed the tools, but Trent continued to stay under there and had imaginary tools in his hands and was all like tinkering and tankering under someone's vehicle. And I'm like, Trent, get the fuck up. So we're laughing our ass off, and that's all that I remember. So hopefully you got a little giggle out of that. But it was quite the hilarious night, my friends. That's all that I can remember from that story. But, oh, was that a funny story. And a funny night. N4 says, Fears, you should start a segment of the podcast where you tell a story and the fans have to guess if it's true. And us, the audience, can guess if it's true. I never make up a story, N4, so that segment's not going to fly. And I would never do it. I just don't remember the entire story. Again, that's probably why the trolls think I'm a liar. I haven't lied to you guys in such a long time. That's why I've always started saying, you know Fears has a bad memory. I'm going to tell you the bits of the story that I actually remember that actually happened. I could call Trent up right now And I don't know if he would pick up, and he would say, yes, those bits that Fears said are true. Do I remember the entire night? No, because I got drunk that night. I mean, by the end of the night, I was sloshed out of my mind. But I do remember that part. Everything that I just said happened. I just don't remember the rest of the night. I don't even remember. Somebody pulled Trent back into the house and said, Trent, you've had enough. You're done drinking. Go to sleep. It was probably his ex-girlfriend, Meredith. I'm taking a guess. Somebody pulled him out of underneath the car and was like, "You're done." And we were all laughing our ass off because we thought that was fucking hilarious. You know, it was one of those stories where you had to be there to see it. It was funny though. But again, do I remember the entire night and do I remember the entire story? No, because I got drunk. But those bits I remember. Those bits I remember. But yeah, trust me, Visions. Trent is a character. Trent is fucking hilarious. Trent's another one. Trent used to go batshit crazy back in the day, just like me. But since Trent's got a wife now and he's got 2 kids, Trent has calmed down a lot. So have I. I mean, the shit that we got away with back in the day. I met Trent after I became friends with Eric. I met Eric first on the wrestling team, 9th grade, and he said, "Hey, Fears, we're starting to become really good friends." He goes, "You'll love my friend Trent." He goes, "He's fucking crazy." And I'm like, I looked at Eric and I'm like, "Fucking crazy like in a good way?" He goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "Fears." He goes, "He is one of the most funniest guys I've ever met in my entire life." And this is Eric saying that. I went, "All right." I'm like, "Well, hey," I'm like, "does Trent have the same lunch period?" Because I'm like, "I'll sit at his table." He goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "I'll bring him over to our lunch table." So Trent came over and instantly I thought he was funny. And he was like, "Hey, Fears, where did you meet my buddy Eric?" I said, "I met him on the wrestling team. We became friends." He's like, "Hey, man," he's like, "you should do football with me." And so that's how I met Trent, and we started doing football together and stuff. So I'm telling you, Visions, I've only hit the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the Fear stories. Some of the stories that I've witnessed don't even have me involved. Like some of the stories, it's just Trent doing it, or Eric, or Tommy, and I'm an innocent bystander just watching them do this crazy shit. So I'm there, but I'm not interacting. I'm just like, you guys are nuts. I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that. And I just sat back and folded my arms. I'm like, I'm gonna watch the fucking show go down, you know? So yeah. N4 says, "Oh no, I believe you, dude. I was just trying to give you some ideas for the show." I appreciate it, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just tell the story as is, and I'll tell you guys, hey, this story, I remember all of it. Hey, so they don't call me a liar. I'll be like, hey, this story, I remember everything. Hey, this story, I don't remember. I'll just tell you guys the bits that I remember. Because obviously, I don't like when people call me a loser and a liar and all that other shit. I mean, that hurts. Like, Yakov last night called me a loser and a liar. And I'm like, I'm not a loser. I'm not a liar. He went batshit crazy because I grabbed a couple of napkins or whatever from a restaurant. They're free. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I do buy my own napkins, but a few times I've gotten low, and I only grab napkins if I eat at that actual restaurant. I don't just go up to that restaurant and just grab fucking napkins. And I'm like, this is so stupid because everyone's done this, you know? The napkins, they were for free. Now, do I grab a whole fucking, like, wad of them? No, I just grab a couple of them to tide me over until I can go buy my own napkins. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And he's like, "You're a loser, Fears. Fuck you. You're a liar. You're this and that." I'm just like, whatever you want to believe, dude. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, I'm not arguing with you, Yakov, whatever. So it is what it is. I'm just glad that I have loving and loyal fans, and I appreciate all my loving and loyal fans, and I'm sorry for all this bullshit. I never wanted to hide my main channel. All this shit has gotten way out of hand, you know? It's so mind-numbing, all this bullshit that I have to put up with. And I'm being completely open and honest. The last couple of years, it hasn't been fun. Certain days have been fun. Like today's been pretty fun. But other days have not been fun. I try to keep the positive energy up. But like a few days ago, I wouldn't say I lost my mind on camera, but I did get pissed. And I took the stream down. I guarantee you the trolls probably re-uploaded it somewhere else, or they have it in the Mockingbird archive or whatever the fuck you want to call it, where I was like, I don't get it. I don't understand why this person has to make videos about me. And yet, you guys know what day I'm talking about. But that was me venting. I hate days like that. I hate that I have to hide my channel. I feel like those strikes that person gave me, I don't feel like they were justified, but it is what it is. That he's going to say one thing, I'm going to say the other, and it's just back and forth. And I don't want to do all that back and forth shit, So it is what it is. I can't wait until things calm down. And they seem to do this every year. Every year they take a couple of weeks. I don't know why they do this. Probably just to annoy the hell out of me. Every year they take a couple of weeks and they go fucking hard on Fears and copyright strike me and privacy complaints up the yin yang, and then all of a sudden they'll leave me alone for another 9 or 10 months, and then next year they go ham over fist again. It is so frustrating, but it is what it is. And again, it wouldn't have happened if people wouldn't steal my videos, But I guarantee you that person's not going to stop. I wish he would. I really do, but it is what it is. Anyway. Yeah, dude, let's get that and the Woo video up. I'm sure going to try. I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous to upload new content because I don't want it to come down. I'm being honest, and I've probably said a little bit too much today than I already have. So I don't want this to get, I don't want this stream to get striked. I don't want the newest video to get striked. And I shouldn't have to live in fear of my channel, but the last couple of weeks have been really bad. And that's putting it mildly and saying it nicely. So I don't know. So I've been very weary to upload new content because I'm like, well, I'm going to upload it and then all of a sudden it's just going to come right back down. It sucks, So I've just been I've been trying to chill and let things just be calm. And I just hope that it starts to get better. I really do. But anyway, I'm getting really hungry and it's 5 o'clock. So I'm going to try and eat dinner here soon. So anyway, I didn't have a heart attack, N4. I had chest pains, but thank God it wasn't a heart attack. I've been trying to keep the blood pressure down. I'm being honest. I know the trolls made fun of me about that. It's nothing to make fun of, if I'm being honest. Like, I've been trying to do things that'll get my blood pressure low. Like, I've been meditating. I'm not even kidding. Like, last night before I went to bed, I turned on some soothing music and I listened to it. So I've been doing a little bit of meditation, and I've been doing projects around the house that I've been putting off. Like, I've almost got everything hung up on my wall. I've been wanting to put up all that nerd stuff over the last couple of months that I've got, and I just kept saying to myself, yeah, I'll hang it up sometime. And I'm like, Fears, why don't you get off your ass and actually hang up all that stuff so you can show everybody in a vlog, hey, here's all the cool stuff that I've accumulated over the last 5, 6, 7, 8 months. And I just kept putting it up. So I've almost got everything hung up on my wall. So I've just been kind of doing projects on my own. And so I've edited about 3 or 4 projects, and they're saved on my hard drive. I've just been scared to upload them, if I'm being honest, because I'm like, what if they strike that? What if they strike this? So it's getting better, N4. I've just been kind of working on projects like by myself, like I've been just trying to do, like the other day I thought, all right, well, I'm like, I'll go see a movie. I haven't seen a movie in quite a while. I'm like, I'll get some content, for that. Watching movies always puts me in a nice calm state, So I wouldn't say that trolls, they've helped with the blood pressure bullshit, but you guys know me ever since I've been on YouTube. Fears has not always had the best, I don't even know what you'd call it. My patience has gotten better over the years. I've always had low patience, and I've always had a little bit of anger issues, if I'm being honest. But I've tried to be less angry on camera, because the more they love it. The more time I'm angry on camera, You know, they love it. So I'm like, well, I don't want to give them that. So I haven't went full-blown batshit crazy angry on camera in a long time. I mean, I think the last blow, I can't even remember the last blowout, if I'm being honest. It's been a while since I've gotten, like, super hardcore angry on camera because I hate that version of me. I hate it. I can't stand when it makes me look bad. I'm like, oh, yeah, fuck you, da-da-da-da. You know, all that bullshit. I hate when I'm like that. Nobody wants to see that. I don't want to see it. Everyone likes the happy-go-lucky fears, and I hope YouTube becomes fun again. Like, that guy striking me and me striking him, it's fucking mind-numbing, and it's a waste of time. I really wish that person would leave me alone. I know he's not going to leave me alone and leave my channel alone, but it would, in my wildest dreams, it would solve so much problems if that guy would just make his own content. You know what I'm saying? I doubt he will. And I'll be honest, the content that he hasn't used of mine, he actually is a good editor. I'm not even kidding. I'm like, oh, he's actually got some editing skills. You know, because some troll videos, they barely put any effort into it. And it's just like they piece it together. But I'm like, oh, this guy actually is a good editor. That's the only nice thing I'm going to say about him. Everything else, you know, he just makes fun of me 24/7, but it is what it is. There's nothing I could say to get him to stop. The only time he's going to stop is if he decides to stop, which he probably never will. So it is what it is. So, yeah. N4 says, I can't wait for another house tour. Well, I will. I'll do another house tour. I just, not that my house is messy. It's far from messy. I'm not going to do another house tour, N4, until I get all that shit hung up. Because over there on my table, I recently bought some more frames. I thought I had enough frames to put all my nerd shit in and hang up. And I needed to buy like 4 or 5 more frames to get everything. The last thing I want to put up right over here, I'm saving room right over here. My friend did that AI version of Fears Man. I still saved it. My buddy was like, hey, Fears, you know how that fan made you a Fears Man painting? I said, well, that lady actually painted it. He goes, well, yeah, Fears. He goes, I'm not a good painter. So he goes, I went into AI, and he goes, I hope you don't mind. I took some Fears Man photos that you and Randy made. And I said, yeah. He goes, and then I took some Fears photos of just you, Fears, and I put them in AI, and it made a Fears Man AI. He sent me the photo. I was like, that's great. I said, I'm going to print it out and put it on the wall, buddy. So I've got this one from the girl, and I just blew it up. She gave me like a little 4x6, and I just blew it up to like poster style. So the other Fears Man is going to go right here. So I'm saving that portion of the wall for another Fears Man one. So I've almost got everything up on the wall, N4, but as soon as I get all that up, I will do another house tour. And I'm saving all these cans right over here for a massive can crush video. I'm going to make my own can crush intro that I think I'm going to use for the vlogs. Either I'm going to use it for the vlogs, or maybe I'm going to use it for the start of the Fears podcast. But I'm going to like crush like 20 or 30 cans. So far I've got 10 cans over there. 10 cans. So yeah. Is Randy worried that AI will... No, listen. No amount of AI will ever replace Randall. Randall is a far better editor than I am. And I'm willing to admit that. Randy's a really good editor. I'm not that I'm saying I'm not a good editor. I am a good editor, but Randy blows my editing skills out of the water. And I just doodle. You know, anytime I've drawn some, it's just doodles. Randy actually is a really good drawer. That's why I've paid Randall over the last couple of years. I'm like, do the Fears drawings, you know? So anyway. Yo, heroes and villains. How was your live stream? Heroes and villains, I hope you got my text. I basically texted you, and I wrote in your chat. There was a fake John Fears in there, so I hope he didn't say any like wild and crazy shit in there. But I was just letting you know, buddy, that It had nothing to do with me. It was a fake John Fears. It was not me at all. So whatever that person said, I hope it wasn't too crazy. If the person that was faking John Fears said some crazy shit, my bad, because it was not me. That's why I shot you a text message, buddy. And I said it in your chat. But anyway, let's see. Let me catch up with the chat. Heroes and Villains said, let's see here. Yo. First live stream went awesome. Taking a break, going back on a live stream at 6 p.m. Unboxing. Oh, nice. A Groot. There you go. A Groot Hot Toys. There you go. Hero says it's Blizzy time. Well, listen, let's be honest, Heroes. When are you not blazing up? I'm just saying. You do the Blizzies a lot. But no, N4 AI will never replace Randall. Randall's a good friend. Randall's drawings of Cameo Man and Fears Man are amazing. Be a man, crush that can, keep the tradition alive. I know. It started with Raz, and then I think, well, I'll be honest. I don't even know if Raz started it, because Raz is not in the community anymore. I think the way someone told me, I don't know if this is true or not, so I'm not 100% positive. I know Raz enhanced the Can Crush. I think someone told me, I could be wrong, so correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Someone said Tommy started it, and then Raz did it to make fun of Tommy, and then Raz enhanced it, and then I thought it was funny that Raz did it, and then I started doing it, and so on and so forth. So someone told me that Tommy used to do it, but then when Tommy caught on that people were like trolling him, I don't care. I think the Can Crush is hilarious. That's why I keep it alive, but I could be wrong. So if I am wrong, that's what someone told me, and I'll be honest, I remember someone telling me that. That's how it was created. Tommy did it first, then Raz, then me. But I'll be honest, I don't remember who told me that. I remember someone tell me that, though. I just don't remember who told me that. So someone said in the community, Fears, it was a Tommy thing. Tommy got sick and tired of it. Then Raz did it. Then once Raz left, then you kept it alive. And I went, okay. I'm like, I never knew that. I always thought Raz had invented it and created it. And then I just kind of stole Raz's thunder, and I started the Can Crush thing. But I never knew that Tommy started it first. But someone told me that. Again, here comes Fears' memory. I don't remember who told me that. That's the honest-to-God truth. So, yeah. Okay, N4. N4 said it was a Tommy thing. So I guess I was right. So whoever told me that was telling me the truth, because I don't really remember who told me that. Again, like I said, but somebody did in the community. Anyway, well, be sure to check out Heroes and Villains live stream at 6 p.m. He's unboxing a Groot Hot Toys. Well, there you go, buddy. That's awesome. Well, I think I'm going to take off. I didn't intend to go 3 hours. That was a long live stream for Fears. The longest live stream I've ever done is 10 hours. That's insane. So, I don't know how people can do, like, Carrie's done one. I think Tommy did one. Carrie, Tommy. I think Sega did a 24-hour live stream. I don't know how people can do 24-hour live streams. You will never see Fears ever do a 24-hour live stream. I can't do it. The closest I've ever got is 10 hours. One day, I just kept going. I was like, all right, I'll just keep going. And then I just kept on going, and thank God it was on one of my days off, because if I would have did a 10-hour live stream, like on a work day, I would have been so tired. I probably wouldn't even have gone into work that day, because I would have been too fucking tired. So, but that's probably the longest, and it sucks. It sucks. Someone told me on YouTube. I think Vision. I think you told me it sucks. This is where I don't agree. You should be able to upload however long a video you want, and however long a live stream. And I think it was Vision said, Fears, you're only allowed to upload an 11-hour live stream. Once it hits 12 hours, they don't let you keep it on YouTube. And I was like, that sucks. I'm like, if you put all that hard work into, like, let's say you stream for like 16 hours straight, I would be proud of that and be like, bullshit, I'm not uploading it. But that's when I think Sega told me and Vision said, so if you wanted to do 24 hours, you would upload 10 hours, say, hey, I'm going to take a quick restroom break, do another 10 hours, and then, do another 4 hours, for a full 24 hours. I'm like, that's bullshit. If you want to do 24 hours, they should allow you to do a full 24 hours nonstop, let it keep running, and let you upload that whole thing. But I doubt YouTube will ever let you ever do that. So, yeah. Don't forget the workout streams. We need a walking stream. I'll get around to it eventually. The only reason why I haven't done one of those N4 is because inside the old gym that I went to in O'Fallon and Wentzville had great Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi in my apartment complex workout facility, they have terrible Wi-Fi in there. So a few times I've tried to go live on my phone, and you just can't because the internet is so shitty in there. But some days the internet's great in there, and so the next time I go to the gym, I'll try and go live, So I'll try. That's if the internet's working in there. But half the time, I shit you not, I'm not making this up, the internet is so shitty in there. Half the time, the internet is crap in there. So anyway, I'm going to take off. I'm going to make some dinner, and I'm going to select a couple of movies tonight to watch. I swear to God, I'm going to try and get to this. I keep saying I'm going to get to this, and the last couple of nights I haven't been in the mood to watch it. So this, and then let me grab another one. I'm almost done watching all the movies that I got on my vacation. So let's see here. What do I want to watch? You know what? I think I want to watch the St. Louis Arch documentary, Monument to the Dream. I bought this at the St. Louis Arch Museum. So I'm going to watch this tonight. And I'm going to watch Deadpool. So those will be the two watches for tonight. So that'll be the end of the show today. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Like always, I always enjoy doing a show with you guys. So I'm going to try and watch this documentary tonight of how the arch was built. I've watched it before because they always play it every time you go upstairs into the arch. But it's been a while since I've seen it. And I've never owned it. So I spent some money and I finally have it because it is from my hometown. So I'm going to watch it again. I'll review it tomorrow. And then eventually I'll get to this. So there we are. Oh, fuck, I'm tired. I need stronger coffee. If anybody wants to send me any interesting coffee in my P.O. box, you are more than welcome to. Sealed coffee, mind you. Don't be poisoning fears. Soon, I'm going to buy some Heroes. I shit you not, I found Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle coffee online. I'm thinking about getting that. Or I'm going to do it eventually. Or I'm going to get Ghostbuster coffee. I've always wanted to try some Ghostbuster-themed coffee. So the next coffee that I'm going to try to get and review, because I always review the coffees just like the movies, will be one of those two. Vision says, fears, do or do not. There is no try. Great Yoda quote, and I agree, Visions. And then Vision says, am I right? Correct. You are right, my friend. You are correct. Farewell, Fears Man. Peace out, Visions. All right, I'm taking off. That's a good place to close up shop for today. But I want to thank all the fans, and I want to thank my guest and my friend, the Sega Camp Gamer and WereCamp, for being on the show. Sega, I'm sorry about all them teasing you, buddy. But anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Sega Camp Gamer and WereCamp on Twitch and on YouTube. Subscribe to Immortal, Mrs. Immortal, Tinder Immortal on Twitch. Follow my friend Randy at Cameo Man 2021, and a second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Follow Fears, Lord Fears, at Fears Vlogs on YouTube. Follow my TikTok, FearsMan26. And Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And this is Fears signing off. Peace. Deuces. I'll see you guys later. Schnunk.